It's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming, dreaming in colors I never dreamed in. Oh yeah, I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Filling up with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, magic. No, I'm never letting go. Now that I have it with you. When you kiss me, it's like the stars fall out the sky onto my heart to cover up what I don't wanna show. I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Filling up with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh.
Welcome to Saturday Night Vibe, the progressive news show that just don't give a damn. I'm your host, Marlon Clyburn, with Theus Robinson, Complex Mind, Simple Man, and Tracy Carson, Tracy Media. Hello, everybody.
Greetings and salutations.
So on tonight's show, we're going to deviate from the rough stuff, even though I have no idea where this conversation is going to go. I think it's lighthearted. It may not become lighthearted by the end of the conversation. The conversation we're going to have today is the distinction between several things, such as weave or extensions for women and toupees and plugs for men. Why are weaves and extension for women better looked upon, so to speak, in society than toupees and plugs? We're also going to go into the discussion about which loudness is the worst, your neighbors or your coworkers. Got a lot of feedback on that. A couple of them was both, but I ain't gonna take the both sides thing. But I did get a lot of good feedback on that. Finally, we're going to look at and discuss the Rudy Giuliani on the Masked Singer situation. And we're going to end the show off with Foxy's videos of the week. So before we get started, if you're new here, thank you for watching. If you're returning, thank you for returning. Please do not forget to hit that like button. It truly will help the station, the page, the YouTube channel out. There you go. It will really help the channel out. It will tell the algorithm that this is a show worth watching and suggest it to other people. If you're new here and this is your kind of content, which is offbeat, so you may hit the subscribe button and then come back next week and unsubscribe because you don't like what we're talking about. Because hey, we go there on a lot of things. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. Again, may work, may not. 50-50 shot.
Yeah, it didn't work today.
Yeah,
Facebook told me, but yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people's getting that information off Facebook. How's everything going, Tracy?
I'm eating a cookie, so I'm like,
I
okay.
see. Okay. How's everything going, Theus?
I'm good. I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
Let's see who's already out there. Hello, Anna. Looking
Hey,
forward
Anna.
to the show. You say that now.
Mickey.
Thank Came as soon as I remember because I knew I'd forget later. Well, thank you for coming in when you did, Mickey. I appreciate it. All right. Wait a minute.
Thank you, Mickey.
Over here. Oh,
Yes, your hair does look nice, Miss Tracy.
Thank you
yes,
very
you're
much.
very nice. Hello.
Thank you,
Anna.
Anna.
I'm only criticizing toupees when they're bad. So many. That was one of the things that did come up in discussion. We'll get to it, but that is one of the things that came up in discussion is that when we think of toupees, we think of those rugs on top of men's hair that had no business being up there. You're not fooling anybody and everything. And technology has come a long way where it looks more natural. It looks more you. It's harder to get rid of, so to speak.
But will the dude have like baby hair? Because like the women have to do the baby hair to hide the glue. You know what I'm saying? So like every woman got baby hair,
No.
and
I remember somebody
No.
brought that up. Somebody did bring that up about
that's a lace
toupees
front
and everything else.
That's
that,
a lace front. There's sew-ins. There's lace fronts. And there's a whole.
Yeah, but see, like sew-ins, there's something there to sew on to. Like a lot of times you like braid your hair down and then they do what they do to create the magical lie that is someone's new hairstyle. But for a dude, if like me, there will be nothing to tie this to.
All right, you know what? Let's just go ahead and get this party started.
Marlon, how do you get your wig to fit? Like
Oh, shucks!
Since you already put me on Front Street. See, there's this stuff called Gorilla Glue, and what you do is you know what though, thing is funny you should say that though. Because the joke is dated. Because now women don't care. But I will say for the men. Remember Sinbad had the joke about if you was bald headed on Tuesday, you can't have hair your butt on Thursday.
yeah, I remember
So you joke about how I get this wig on it, but wouldn't you be shocked when you see guys who, and I ain't gonna call nobody out. I
but
just
look like me on Monday, but then look like you on Tuesday.
No, not even that. Like your hair, your dress was right here Monday, and then by Friday it's down here to your shoulders, and you're looking like,
well, he had to wait for his appointment.
dude, that's not genetics. That's not genetics. I don't know who you're fooling, but
that's just it, right? Like now, let everybody just go buy what you couldn't grow. I'm good with it. I don't know how many ladies are going to be cool with their man taking his high top fade off at night. You know,
Mickey, move on with your life because I have not finna. It's not happening. It's not happening. Mickey text me. I mean, Facebook me earlier talking about her friend gave her green and red dye, so that's the color now, and she'll be happy to send me the rest of it so I can do that to my hair. If you don't know, my granddaughter came over. My wife got her hair dyed, and my granddaughter was getting on my nerves, saying, well, "We need to do what we." And this is how you know when you're talking to the next generation compared to our generation. I could do yours, G Paul. I could do your hair. I could dye your hair. I'm like, no, I don't think. I don't think I'm into that. No, yeah. And let's just do this part right here. Just do this brown part. We're gonna do this blonde. I'm like, you do know I still go out in public, right? I'm not doing that. He said, okay,
but
let me just do
now
one in the back. So I
your
let him do one in the back.
your individuality is able to shine through. See, here's my thing, and this is gonna make me sound real old and stuff, but I'm all good with these young folk um, wanting to basically they think they're doing something new, but all they're doing is embracing the '80s all over again.
Yeah.
But you know, wanting to color their hair and tattoos all over the place and all the piercings. Hey, that's what you want. You want to walk around looking like a living art exhibit? You do your thing. But your business etiquette, just because you gonna show up looking any old kind of way, that doesn't mean you should be able to go to your job talking and acting any old kind of way. You know, I mean, it shouldn't take that much from you to talk in a complete sentence, to not mumble at people that you're supposed to be helping or doing business with. I just don't get that part. And I know that makes me sound like I'm like old as the hills,
No, because
but come on.
I'll take it a step further and push back on one little thing that you said, Diaz, because I've seen it. I've raised 5 of them. They do know how to talk in the business world.
All of them do not. Have you seen
Uh,
the
uh,
hiring class lately?
oh, I mean, let me say, they know how to talk in the business world to get hired. And something, once they get hired, something clicks in their head to the point of, now you're gonna have to accept me for how I am. It's just that this is how I'm gonna be. And it's like, um, that's not how this works.
But what's
Terrorism,
wild,
terrorism aside, if you had dreads when you got the interview and they hired you because you had dreads, cool. You had colored hair and everything else, and they hired you because you had colored hair, cool. If you had tattoos all over your body and they still hired you because you had tattoos over your body, cool. They have absolutely no rights whatsoever to use any of what I just said against you after they done hired you. But that being said, don't. What was the saying? Don't speak. Don't flip the script or something that was coming out lately, where you change the way you talk.
code switching?
Code switching. And the code switching is to get hired, and then you code switch back to who you are.
And that's how you get fired.
And that's
But
exactly how
in
you get fired.
today's working environment, depending upon the role, which is basically your service industry, because they're so hard up for employees that they've literally lowered the bar. So you have people who show up looking in your kind of way and acting and talking any old kind of way. And in these jobs feel like they have to entertain it because they get so much of it. I don't know. I guess when I start my company in the next 2 years, maybe I'll bump into a little of that. But no, there's a standard of conduct that I hold to. I'm sorry.
Well, y'all took this all serious. I was going to talk about my history with weaves, wigs, and spacings. forget. I'm done.
Well, okay, then let's go back to that.
Sorry, the colored hair got me.
But I will say this about coloring one's hair. As you can all see, I have a head full of gray hair, and I have gone back and forth about
What
color.
time was it? Purple?
No, I had decided against purple because I said I want to stay in the business environment. I was like, okay, I'm either going to go black or brown, one of the two. But then what kind of changed my mind or made me put it off was how much it costs. I don't have skill. This right here, I didn't do none of this. I paid I let somebody who has skill in doing hair do this. I don't have this kind of skill. And to color my hair, $140. I said, no, you know what? Gray is okay with me.
We got you, Mickey.
Mickey, I don't know what to say about that.
I ain't seen no typos, but you know I can't spell word squat. No way.
Well, I'm worried about her trembling worse than usual, too. So if you need to take a break early or a lot, please do. We'll be here. You know us. We'll say 2 hours, and then we'll wind up going into Sunday. So
Because of Marlon.
Because of Theus, who's already done started.
Yeah, but a track weave, that's not good because all of that glue in your hair, oh my goodness. I have had both. If I was going to do weave, which I'm not going to, thank you, Anna. It's been this color since I was 27. I do Mickey, but I don't trust nobody. I cannot trust nobody with all of this. I can't. I just can't because I done had too many. Let me just cut, and then 90% of my hair gone.
YouTube everything. You can
not a haircut.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, you can, but I don't recommend
no.
it.
No.
You could have bought a Flowbee and cut your hair at one point.
No, this is why I trust professionals. There are people that professionally do hair. Those people I will trust. They went to school for that. I'm not gonna trust random. Oh, I can do your hair. No. So I've had my hair pressed, which, okay, for everybody who's not black in the audience, back in the day, my mother would take this comb, this hot comb, put it on the stove, heat it up to straighten my hair. Oh, forgot the grease. She did that. Then we went to, perms, which I did for many years, and then 15 years ago, I said no more. But to get back to my point, that glue-in, that's not good for your scalp. That stuff gets all in your hair, and it's clumpy. The sew-in, if you're going to do weave, the sew-in is the way to go. Or just wear a wig.
Well, I'm out of my depth because, my wife is doing, she's probably still up there finishing one of our daughter's hair right now. And both of my youngest, their hair goes down to their butt if you pull, because our hair is boingy. Technical term, boingy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it goes all the way down to their butt.
Yeah.
But she does whatever that knotless braiding thing.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, hey, cool. Do what you do. My only thing is does the double standard still exist?
Yes.
For the guy who gets a fake beard.
Yes.
Or a fade.
Or filling in, because I see a lot of videos on there where they have the temporary hairline now.
Yeah, they draw.
Now, what the bleep is that? What is that?
Exactly what it sounds like. If your hairline is back here, so to speak,
you push it up.
No, they draw in line.
Some hair.
They draw in line.
And it ain't that deep, man.
Down,
embrace your George Jefferson and just go with it.
No, because the women don't want
here comes the double standard. Why can't women do the same thing then?
I don't know why. Well, I can tell you what, we've been conditioned. Women by society.
By women.
No, men do that too.
By women.
No man wants to look at a woman with some jacked up hair, be like, her hair is messed up, but she's fine.
but that's the same thing. A woman doesn't
Nope.
want no guy with patchy head
Tracy,
going on.
come.
No, women have been
There
conditioned.
is nothing a man could
Everybody,
do to
it's
say
always somebody
anything
else's
to a
fault.
woman to condition you to wear
Women
whatever
have
is in
been
your hair.
conditioned by
Women get dressed
society.
for women.
I don't dress for women.
Women
Absolutely
get
not.
dressed for women because the dudes we looking anyway. You know what I'm saying? When you were rocking a muumuu, you still were catching dudes. When you were rocking
No.
skin tight, still catching dudes. Women dress for women. They like to shine for each other, and that's cool. But don't blame us. Like we're out of that. You know what I'm saying?
No
Like,
man wants a woman with jacked up hair. Y'all need to stop lying.
Okay,
Stop the
that's not
lies.
true because I've
what's with
seen
the
some
dude
bald-headed
with the
women that look
Gucci
really
bags and
good.
everything else? Are y'all doing that for men?
What?
Will y'all get the Gucci bags and the Gucci earrings and everything else? Y'all doing that for men? Because I can tell you off the bat, men don't give a damn.
No, we don't even
it's a
recognize it.
It's a pocketbook.
That's apples and oranges to me.
It's still fashion.
It's fashion. It's the same thing.
No, it's different.
It's part of your
Hair
costume.
is totally different because your hair you could literally I could literally show up next week bald. Nobody wants to see that, by the way.
But see, that's a beautiful thing, and this is my biased opinion because to me the most beautiful creature in the world is a black woman, and I love the versatility. Like it's amazing, and I don't know, other women probably can too because I just don't know. But just you could see a sister and be like, yo, she is not cute, and then you see a picture of her with a different hairstyle, and you're like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like the way they can completely flip their whole look up.
Yeah, we can change our whole think about what I looked like last week. And think about what I look like right now. Two totally.
So I am I'm pro wig, weave, shaved head, fade, dread, whatever a woman decides to do with her head. I'm pro that. If I don't like it, then I just don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like my wife, for example, at one point she was like, "What would you say if I cut my hair?" Because her hair is like below her shoulders, and I'm like, "You do what you want to do. It's up to you." Now, if I don't like it, I don't like it.
but yeah, I'm gonna get to Mickey's point. No, that thing she had on her head was horrible. I'm like, girl, take that thing off your head.
I don't know who that is.
Ayanna Presley, she's in the squad, and she has alopecia, so she decided I'm gonna stop wearing wigs, and now she's completely bald, and she looks so much better.
Oh, okay.
But look her up.
And there are some women who can rock a bald head.
Yeah, I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them women.
Or short haircuts, or
you don't know until you have to do
it. Exactly.
Like I would never shave. I would never shave my head until that time. I tried to cut my hair and I forgot to put the guard on, and I had this big track right down the middle of my head, reverse mohawk, and I got so many compliments when I shaved my head. I was like, I bet it was leaving anyway.
I got dreadlocks because literally 3 months after the shutdown, because there was no barbershops open and I didn't want to cut my hair anymore at home. My thought process sucks on this now that I think about it, but it is what it is. I don't want to cut my hair anymore. What's the point of cutting my hair? Ain't nobody gonna see it because nobody was coming to the office but me. So who am I impressing? My wife got dreads, so I went, okay, let me get it. Then it was hell and high water trying to find somebody to do dreads, and I finally found this one woman who pretty much turned my head every direction possible other than off. She twisted my body and my head and my shoulders and everything else. It was the most painful experience I ever went through.
Yeah,
and then she had the audacity to talk about, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Like, hell you will. You ain't seeing me ever again. I will find somebody else or I will do it myself. But no.
I'll tell you
what. I get my hair done. I ain't come to get a chiropractor.
I like my hairstyle. My hairstyle's nice and easy. Every 2 to 3 days, wash it, shaving cream, hit it with the blade.
But see, that one thing is I don't even want to do that. Like I could go months without doing my hair. I don't even want to do the whole shaving and
That's cool. Takes me 15 minutes max. And that's because I'm probably watching YouTube while I'm doing it.
Do you mean Nina's short haircut, Mickey? Nina Turner's
Nina
haircut?
Turner
I'm asking because I'm like, well, who's Tina? But I
It all
think she
depends
means Nina.
on
or
yeah, it all
Tina
depends on the person, you know.
But no,
Oh.
there's one look I will never do it again. I think they're beautiful, but braids, that's out. I will
Is
never
it because
put.
it hurts?
Yes, they pulled it. It's like they pulling your scalp. It's like they taking your whole scalp and saying, and then you like this the whole time, like you got a facelift.
Yeah. Plus, you got to keep something else in mind, Mafia, is, yeah, we do say that you dress for other people.
Sure do.
Either you dress for strangers, you dress for your spouse, whatever. But you cannot deny, man, when you have that fresh cut, whatever your hair is. So if I get the fresh twist, Diaz get the fresh cut, Tracy get the fresh curls and everything else. You put that outfit on that you've been dying to wear for the longest time. You don't got the shoes right, beard right if you have a beard. You don't got the eyelashes on for the women. You don't got everything on. You got the. If there is not a confidence booster, you feel so good about yourself. You can't tell yourself shit, and nobody else can.
And nobody else can either.
Nobody else can
Yeah.
tell you jack either.
Every once
You
in a
know
while,
you
I do have a sexy bitch moment. I do,
Yep.
but you know what I'm saying. But
That's what it's called.
yeah, you know that's
Sexy
what we
bitch
called it
moment.
when I was in college anyway. Like, man, you a sexy bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know, but that don't happen too often because I got like 3 outfits, and
Then you need to
Boy,
go get
let
you
me
some
tell
more
you what
outfits.
I felt like coming out the hair salon. I was like, I double dog dare somebody say something
You
crappy to me. Say it.
when
You
I
got
had when
shoot.
this hair finally started when it first started, just looked like twists. When I got it done to the point where it was covering my ears, could tell me jack.
Yep, you
I
cannot
was
tell.
I was hoping for the wind blowing somewhere, so my hair could just. Whoosh.
see, we didn't cross the threshold. All
You,
right,
you can't tell me
And
nothing.
don't start talking about upkeep. I won't even get into upkeep. That's that.
That's all right. Just give me that moment right
Yeah,
there.
just
Give me
that one moment because I know
just
it's
give me
not gonna
that one
last.
moment where everything is
It
right.
takes me about 15 minutes to come through this to get ready for bed.
I'm so basic. I can't relate. I gotta start. Ever since we started working from home and I don't have to get dressed to go nowhere, like I don't. Well, actually, ever since I left sales, because when I was in sales, you know, I had my suits and my shoes and all that stuff going. Now it's like maybe a polo. Usually, I'm in t-shirts and sweats. Uh,
All right, we're gonna move on to let me bring up some of the answers. So we're gonna move on to the next topic because I got to give enough time for the Rudy Giuliani story. Nosy neighbor, noisy, not nosy, noisy neighbors versus noisy, or let me put it in a way because it sounds like I'm saying nosy and it's not. That's an entirely different topic, and we can discuss that at a later date too because that's irritating too. Loud neighbors versus loud coworkers.
I ain't got
I'm
no
always going to
coworkers.
choose loud. I'm always going to choose it because I have to live here. I have to go to sleep. I have to get a good night's sleep. I could ignore the loud coworker, and I've had a few. Trust me, I've had some who, not being mean, not being, combative or anything. Their volume is just high every time they talk. And it's like, I'm standing right in front of you. Why are you yelling? Oh, that's just the way I talk. Well, could you take that down just a notch? Like, I'm literally like no more than 3 feet away from you, really. So I can always close my office door and be done with the whole thing. Do that with your neighbor. You can close your bedroom door, you can close your bathroom door, you can close your front door, your back door, your window, and everything else, and you can still hear them. And if you got an apartment, it's a whole lot worse. Because they always pick that one wall, 4 walls in that room, and it's always that one wall that they decide to put their bed or their radio up against. That's opposite of your bed. So, Theas, loud neighbors or loud coworkers?
I guess I'd rather have a loud coworker because work already sucks. I need something to jazz the day up. So loud coworkers don't bother me. Loud neighbors annoy me because there's nothing you can do about it. Like there's literally nothing you can do. You don't go knock on the door and get shot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, pretty much, yeah. Oh no.
Mickey, you live in
we got land.
Yeah, Mickey,
we got land.
Yeah, you got whole
been
land.
A dream come true of mine that my neighbor is miles away.
Literally miles away.
No, they could just be a mile, just nowhere near me.
It doesn't even matter to me because I ain't gonna talk to you anyway. So you could be.
You know what funny is? I actually lucked out. I have an older gentleman on one side. I have a younger gentleman on the. Cool. I have not to this day. I've never had an issue with any of them. We've been here for a while now. I mean, even to the point now where the neighbor even trusts me to come over and say, "Hey, I'm going out of town. Here's my card. Nobody should be going in my house. Give me a call if something happened." And I was even taken back, like, "Oh, dude, you trust me like that? Okay, cool."
I mean, my neighborhood is a stable neighborhood. My neighbor on one side is an older person. Reminds me of like my mom, and then on the other side is I don't know what country in Africa they're from, but they mind their business. They stay to themselves. I live on a cul-de-sac, so the rest of my cul-de-sac is like Spanish speakers. Now, right across me is like this weird, like every neighborhood got to have that one weird guy. So like we got him. But I don't talk to none of them. I talk to the older person who lives next to me. But everybody else, I don't know.
See,
for a decade, I don't know.
Y'all so fortunate because you have great neighbors and great co-workers, and I have neither.
No, I have that now. We ain't even talking about the old house where they literally fought, fist fight in my front yard.
Oh, I got that behind me, but that's you got to go through my backyard, past my fence, through their backyard to their house. Now you can hear them because they're ignorant. But
no, still they was in my front yard.
They're in his.
Oh no,
they're in my front yard fighting.
I've never been anywhere that
let me tell you something. I worked in a call center, which I won't name the name, thinking it's on work there no more. The co-workers were fighting.
Yeah, I've had that.
Literally, the police had to be called because the co-workers, they weren't just they were literally taking office chairs, those real heavy ones, and throwing them at each other.
Yeah, I've had that. Yeah.
Give me, I would normally say give me loud co-worker because the neighbor, like what you gonna do, go over there, knock on their door and get knocked out? No. But this is a tie for me because I've had both. And I'm like, well.
I mean, I've had bad. Well, I've never really, because even at the job where they, got to fighting, it was on the other side of the building. People keep that kind of stuff away from me. Hi, Susan.
Hey, Susan.
I'm that guy. I'm that guy. You don't. No one gets loud with me. Nobody confronts me. If I'm in the general area, people calm down. It's just like drama leaves when I come around. So
Well,
Yeah,
I'm just
you.
drama
like,
must
it's
come.
cool.
Where here comes Tracy, because here comes drama. Because boy, I'm like, what? I'm just sitting here minding my business.
Yeah, you'll be amazed how dreadlocks will actually make people sort of like turn away. Like I don't even want to brag, but I have noticed that's like when I didn't have it, I had the short haircut. No, everybody had it. Would rush to the elevator or close the elevator or everything else in front, and I just had to turn the other cheek. And now that I done got older and my dreadlocks are longer, you notice a change in people's attitudes. Like,
Well, you're now fitting more of the scary black man stereotype they've been raised to fear, so they don't know how to take you.
good.
I'm just telling. I mean, that's what it is.
No,
Like me,
I'm agreeing with you. Good.
because my beard is a similar thing. Like if I was when I goatee, I mean, I guess I'm more. I don't know. I've always been the one that people kind of think I don't know, I'm scary or whatever until
What's
they
going
talk to
on,
me.
D?
What's up, fam?
Hey, D, what's up?
'Cause I
Yeah,
had somebody come to me with that. They were like, I really wanted to talk to you, it, and stuff, but it's like you seem scary. But then I see you with everybody else, and everybody's laughing and smiling. But when I'm around you, you look scary. I'm like, that's because I don't know you.
Could it be because
No,
I'm
but
black?
that
no, it was
in
another
itself
black
is
person. It's just that
Oh,
she didn't know how to approach me because my relaxed look is almost blank. So it's
but do
like,
you have a relaxed bitch look though?
oh man, I gotta relax. Don't mess with me. Look, I guess.
That's pretty much the same thing, ain't it?
yeah, it's pretty
It's
I
like,
much.
know, but it's like I
see?
know what you're talking about, the resting bitch face, but as a dude, I just can't rock that term, bro.
But that's what it's
As a
called.
dude, I
I
just
get what
can't
no, I
do
get
it.
what he's saying. You're
I
right.
can't
You're right.
do it,
You
man.
can't use that term with a guy.
And it's to the point now they moved. They moved. Thank you. I had it used to be a Spanish food truck right across the street from where I live at.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Every Sunday, every Saturday. Here comes their music. I'm like, look, I like mariachi music just as much as anybody else. But y'all got to turn this stuff down because I'm trying to sleep.
Oh
Hey,
yeah, sleepy time. Yeah, yeah.
I
Sometimes
need
they get revved up late. But yo, I remember I worked at bank. I won't say the name of the bank, but it was a very big bank, and like it goes by its initials and stuff. But anyway, I used to work for this bank, right? And I've always worked in like the suburban spots because it's close to where I live. But they had me work in like a close by town. And I go to that town, and it's like the only branch I'd ever been in that had like bulletproof glass and the whole nine going. And but right outside, like two spots over, was this store. I don't think it was a restaurant; it was just a store. But they would just be blasting like Spanish music. Oh, it was the most wonderful thing in the world.
Yeah, but
I
wait, was
loved
they
it.
doing this at 11 o'clock at night and you trying
No, it
to
was during
sleep?
business hours. During business hours.
See, I'm like, look, like I said, I'm not racist. I like mariachi music, but I don't like it at 11:30 when I'm trying to go to sleep.
Not liking
Like,
music wouldn't make you racist
I
unless
got
you
you all
said
beat.
something racist about it.
I got you all
No,
beat.
because I don't want people to think, oh, she said it because it wasn't R&B. She'd have been fine with it. No, I wouldn't have.
Well, you don't like R&B. You like country
I
music
do like
from
R&B.
the
So
Appalachian
they were blasting
Mountains,
country.
I like country, R&B, gospel,
Okay, so that is
brother.
ukulele,
racial. That is
banjo
racist.
I
music.
Then.
have
That's
I'm a 7-layer salad. I have layers of
that is
music.
not a 7-layer salad. That is a 1-layer salad, and that you like what you like. And if it's blasting, you have no issue with it. If it's
Yeah.
something that you don't like, you do have an issue with it.
If it's blasting, period. I don't like it when they hit that, when you drive in and here comes somebody with their loud rap music and the whole car is trembling and then your window starts. I'm like, no, let's stop. Why are you laughing, Marlon? Why are you laughing?
Why I gotta be rap music though?
It's always rap music. It's never.
How do you know?
anything
You
but.
can't hear it because all you hearing is.
It's always rap music, and I can always recognize because it'll either be Snoop or be something by Eminem. One of them two. I'm like, okay.
Oh, so you do know the okay.
Yeah, I do know rap.
But that's not what people be rolling to though. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm down here in the South, so you know if they're gonna have their 15s kicking, it ain't gonna be Snoop or Eminem. But up there, I guess.
But you know what I'm talking about. You driving your car, your whole window shaking. Like, could you turn that down, please?
No.
Is your middle name Karen?
My middle name is not Karen. I want to drive down the street and not have my window shake. I want to drive down the street and not have my window shake. That's all I'm saying. It's not funny. I don't know why y'all getting such laughter out of this.
Tracy just riding along, minding her business.
Minding my own business.
Just chilling. Just
First of all, I have never walked down the street to nothing that sounds like that.
And then I'll pull up on boom.
But guarantee if I was playing country music, my windows are not shaking.
Could y'all please turn that hippity hoppity music down,
I
please?
never said that.
With all the hip and the yo
and that
all the
bippity
hip and
boppity
the
boom boom music.
All that boom boom.
See,
Shaky,
and
shaky,
then
shaky
she roll.
music.
See what happens is she'll like get my attention, right? And then I'll be like, oh, okay, let me turn my music off, see what she's saying. And I turn it off and I roll my window down. And then she roll her window down, but she ain't turn her music off. So all I'm hearing is
Y'all dogging my music choices. This hurts. This hurts my whole feelings.
Can y'all please turn that yo 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 music
I
down?
like rap music.
I can't hear Mr.
I just like
Sinatra.
Get off my word.
Like
Okay,
that.
I'm out. That's it. Y'all don't respect me. That's it.
We love you, Tracy.
We love you, Tracy, especially after tonight. So that was great.
I'm sitting here minding my. I like rap music. I like Tupac. I like Biggie.
You like anybody who's alive?
You know what? Now that you say it, I can't think of any of the rappers that are. I'm like, Eminem's okay. Eminem's okay.
LL Cool J.
No, he hasn't put out anything since the
I'm just saying
accidental
he's not
racist.
dead yet. That's all I'm saying.
And all he is on TV now, so he doesn't
I
really
don't
care.
blame him. He done raised his game. Him and Cube and Ice-T.
Can you turn that hippity hoppity
Hippity hoppity is not a term I'm ever going to use.
yo yo yo?
The only hippity hoppity I want to hear is Peter Cottontail.
Who?
Hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way.
Oh, did you just say?
I tried. It didn't work. And you notice my voice like completely went out. Like
You at the beginning. I love it.
I love all types of music. What's
LL
wrong
Cool J,
with being a well-rounded black
Jay-Z.
woman?
there's nothing
Nothing.
wrong with it.
And
I
why?
love your eclectic tastes. My children are like that, especially my eldest. She's like K-hop, the Korean hip hop stuff, and like all that old stuff, music that you like, Tracy, like Rolling Stones and the Bee Gees, you know, them people like from way back when. So yeah, she likes that kind of stuff.
I mean, I'm just messing with you, but you got to remember that I still like Isley Brothers and OJ.
Well, that's because those are forever, brother. Those are forever.
Oh, so there's a but
Those
to
are
this.
forever.
Yeah, blah, blah.
I get it's the Isley Brothers.
Yes, Ohio players.
Ohio. You know who I
Shy
can't
Lights.
stand the most overrated stuff for me? The not Funkadelic.
Parliament.
Earth, Wind, and Fire?
I can't do
I
Parliament.
like Parliament.
I cannot
I actually
do
like Parliament.
music. And
Well,
I
the
mean,
whole
and I
P-Funk-
literally mean
the
none of them.
P-Funk era wasn't really that
do
great, but-
Bootsy. I can't do none of them.
Bootsy Collins. Bootsy
Mm.
Collins. Yeah. Only reason I like it is because my dad has like this really extensive
Excuse
record.
me.
Always no one but New Edition.
Excuse me, because I have to address this. You're damn right. The greatest boy band of all time, New Edition. Yes,
Okay.
better than the Jacksons. Yes, better than
What? Who wasn't better than the Jacksons? Are we talking the Jacksons or the Jackson 5? Because there's a difference.
Take your pick, whatever age you want to put them in. They were better than the Jackson 5. They were better than
Hence,
NSYNC.
they try
were
to sound
better than-
exactly like the Jackson 5, but somehow they're better?
Yep.
Okay.
Because
Trust
once
me, out
again,
I got friends who will like pay top dollar to go see New Edition perform, and I'm like, y'all even know they don't sound like they used to.
Thank you.
they ain't got to. They ain't gonna. I guarantee you, they ain't gonna dance the way they.
You know, Bobby about blacks out every time he tries to perform.
They got a
Love you,
concert
Bobby,
coming to Charlotte.
but having a
soon
hard
that I'm
time,
going
brother.
to see.
Huh?
They got a concert coming to Charlotte that I'm going to see.
Yeah, they got it coming. They're going on tour again.
What the bleep? I might as well go see NSYNC. Or no, wait a minute. Justin Timberlake. What's the other one? The one from Boston. They was from
New
Boston.
Kids on the Block.
Yeah, them.
Marky Mark ain't getting back out there doing nothing.
Wow.
But they were better without.
New Kids on the Block was horrible. I hated that group because that was that time when like the boys, I was, that's probably like 5th, 6th grade for me. So, we all trying to be cool and stuff. And then here everybody's, New Kids on the Block. Oh, Mark Wahlberg, whatever. Marky Mark, whatever.
And the Funky Fresh Crew.
Marky Mark got.
And the Funky Bunch.
That was their names in the Funky Bunch.
Marky Mark had the abs.
Marky Mark was
man would have
Eminem
been
before
known by
Eminem.
nothing.
But his rap skills were terrible. I'm like, dude, shut up.
New Kids on the Block, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, no.
But Marlon, you do know New Edition tried to sound like the Jackson 5, right?
No, he didn't. Not even close.
Yeah, they did. Candy Girl.
Not even close.
That they were true.
And we held this discussion. I can take New Edition and make what? 4 different groups on Ralph Transvac, Bobby Brown, Johnny Gill, Bill Bell DeVoe. You take the Jackson 5 and you got Michael.
So there was the other Jackson, he did something.
Jermaine.
Yeah, he had like an album, right?
One song.
But
Yeah.
Ralph Transvac had one song.
He had 2.
Oh, he took 2. Oh, I'm sorry. He had 2, everybody.
Is it Ralph Tresvant, the sensitivity dude?
Yeah.
That's it.
That song right there made him a major figure forever. It's just, I don't care. He's one of the greats.
I mean, to be honest with you, of the Jacksons, the majority of them had an album. Jermaine had an album.
Tito tried, didn't he?
Marlon had an album.
Tito actually won a Grammy. So,
For what?
I don't know.
Playing the guitar?
Ralph had 2 albums.
He had 2 albums, but one song. One song, 2 albums.
He had one song, 2 albums.
One song, 2 albums. Okay, take Ralph out then. Bell Biv DeVoe, Bobby Brown, Johnny
If you
Gill.
take Ralph out,
Bobby
then New Edition
Brown
falls
was
apart.
like the tier in New Edition. He was it. Bobby Brown was it. I will
You
give
had
you Bobby
many
Brown
hits.
all day long.
Bell
but
Biv
the
DeVoe
rest of
had many hits.
Yeah, that didn't sound as good though. But
For
my
me,
prerogative,
I didn't like Bobby with New
My
Edition.
prerogative
I like the rest of them.
I like Bobby solo, but him with New Edition,
I
I'm
didn't
like,
like Bobby at all. Like Bobby was a train wreck from the moment I'd ever.
I'm
noticed
not
it.
talking about his
I like
personal life. I'm
Bobby
talking about
Brown.
his.
Like,
category
his
of a
sound,
lot of
his
people.
sound,
I like
none of
his
it.
music. I didn't like him.
I
His
love my
sound-
prerogative.
That's
That
how
was
a lot
the
of people
song.
are. I like Bobby Brown music. I just didn't like him. So
And I
will I
thought it was
listen to his
hilarious.
music? Absolutely. Would I spend money to go to his concert? Absolutely.
Well, he's not really.
Bobby?
No,
I
he
don't know,
can't.
I
He
guess.
can't do a
I, know-
concert.
I think that's probably my brother's music because he's 4 years ahead of me. So maybe that's more like him because my friends who are like 2 years older than me, they're really in the New Edition. I'm just like, yeah, I like
did
some of the
not-
music,
no.
but whatever.
I did not
He
like
was
Bobby
the tier
for the
of New
simple fact
Edition.
of what he did to New Edition. I take that personally, not because I'm just
What did he do
I'm
other
a
than
huge
decide to
New
go
Edition
solo?
fan. He almost single-handedly destroyed that group.
But he didn't because isn't that when they brought in Johnny?
And when he brought in Johnny, he bankrupt the group because he was advertised to be on the show. No show, they had to give money back. Johnny Gill almost went bankrupt.
And he used to sing for Bobby anyway. But anyway, never mind. That's just kind of like Neo and Usher, but don't nobody really want to talk about that. But
Wait a minute, now you done got me something new. Neo and Usher, I done missed that.
Neo used to do a lot of writing for Usher. And if you listen to their music, their styles are very, very, very close.
Because that's the same person writing the songs.
But people don't often think about that. They just kind of they listen to Neo and they're like, yeah, it kind of reminds me, But I mean, can't nobody touch Usher. Usher's Usher,
Yeah.
Usher's Usher. Man, that's Usher.
All right, let's move on to the next story, the last story before the hour. And that is one and only controversial topic that we're going to have today. And we're going to, y'all really need to stay tuned for the second hour, and I'll give you a hint. I've already shared with y'all the worst white female rapper out there. I found somebody that beat her.
I know what you're talking about, but she's not as bad.
Discuss it on the second hour, but I promise you, yeah. And I made it a fair competition because I'll explain that. I'll explain that all to the second hour. That's my little tease for y'all to stay around for the second hour. That's my little tease that I made a mistake for the first white female rapper. I made a mistake by not listening to the whole video. I got to almost the end of it. It got worse. I had tears in my eyes. That's my tease. For y'all to come back in the second hour, hit that like button as we go. But let's go on to the next story right here. And we're going to talk about Rudy Giuliani. This show has not came out, or this episode has not came out yet. I think it comes out in March. And here's the situation of what happened when two of the judges found out that Rudy Giuliani was one of the contestants on the Masked Singer.
A new report about the Masked Singer is stirring up controversy. Warning, show spoilers ahead. The unmasking of Rudy Giuliani, the disgraced former personal attorney of Donald Trump, reportedly prompted two Masked Singer judges to leave the stage during a taping for the show's upcoming 7th season. According to Deadline, panelists Ken Jeong and Robin Thicke left the stage in protest when Giuliani was unmasked, while fellow judges Jenny McCarthy-Wahlberg and Nicole Scherzinger stayed on stage to chat with them. Jeong and Thicke eventually returned to the stage. It's worth noting that what costume the former New York mayor wore on the episode that is slated to air in March was not revealed.
So, in case it was going too fast, because it really was going too fast for my liking, Rudy Giuliani, just like Sarah Palin, a season before, I don't know. I don't watch the show. Never cared to actually watch it anyway. Rudy Giuliani, just like Sarah Palin, was one of the contestants on the show. If anybody don't know what the Masked Singer is, it's basically a show where celebrities, so not just singers, actors, apparently politicians too, are in a costume where you don't know who they are. They come out and they sing a song, and who's ever the worst or whoever it is that they want to see, they're voted off, I guess. And at that point in time, they have to unmask to see who it is. This season, Rudy Giuliani was one of the people. And two of the judges went, oh, hell no, and walked off the stage. Two of the other judges, it was the female judges, stayed and chatted up with them and everything else, trying to, I guess, keep it professional. But the other two judges, the two male judges, walked off in protest. So I have a twofold question on here: was it professional? to do so? Were they right in doing so? Because I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna let you go ahead and do that one because I have a second question after that. I actually give the second question to Tracy. So Thea's, was it professional to walk off?
It was a stunt, and it's working. The show is in, I don't even know what season it's in at this point, 3, 4, something like that. And there's other shows that are running similar formats, and they needed to boost the attention and ratings for when the show starts. So that's what they just did. The whole thing's a stunt to me. The whole thing. Them walking off, fake. The fake outrage about who the guy was, fake. It's all to get people talking about the show again and turning in for the train wreck. And people will do it because people are simple. And that's part of what had me triggered all week, Marlon, is people are simple. And that is really annoying me.
I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off judgment on the fake and everything until I actually see that episode, and I'm gonna tell you why. If they structure it in a way where you can't tell that the judges left at all, I may give a little more credence to the story.
The
If
reason
they
why I
pretty
say
much
fake,
go out of their ever-loving way to make sure that you knew the two judges, in other words, American Idol thing where they follow people walking off and they always have the camera right on them as they're walking off and stuff like that, it's fake. It's fake.
well, the reason I say a stunt is because they're not pulling the episode. If it was really that big of a deal, if it was really that offensive, if it was really that much of a problem that they are playing a role in cleaning up his persona, like Dancing with the Stars did for Spicer, right? If it's truly that bad, then they would have scrapped that episode and used a different one for the opening, the season opener. But they're not doing that. Just advertising.
So Tracy, my question to you is though, if it is a stunt, would we be putting blame on the producers of this show?
Well,
Than
you have
anything
to.
else?
You have to. Who asked him to be a part of the show? Or were they all in on it? It's like, hey, we're gonna bring in this guy. We know he's garbage, but hey, we want you two to walk off stage. And then what we'll do is, yeah, I'm with this. This is such, like, I unfortunately, because I watch too much TV and I don't have a life, I've watched a episode of this show.
Well, my
But-
problem isn't with the show itself. My kids and my wife love the show.
Yeah, but nobody was talking. But this is just like you said. It's just a ploy so people can start talking about the show. They're not going to pull the episode. Yes, the producers have blame for this, but Fox ultimately has blame. They could pull the episode they won't. So I'm blaming the production company. I'm blaming Giuliani because he's just garbage, and I have to blame him. Blaming the actors that walked off. Maybe they truly were upset that it was him. Let's just say, okay, they were upset, but they came back. If I'm upset, I'm not coming back. If I'm
Let me cut into this to say this, even with the fakeness of it, because you said something, and this is not a pushback. This is just seeing another version of it. They may not have told them to walk off when you see Giuliani. They may knew that they was going to walk off when they saw Giuliani, and that was the whole setup. That they knew they know how they felt about. Basically, maybe not even about Giuliani. Maybe they just know their politics, and they know what their triggers are, and they know, hey, we get Giuliani on here and everything else. We have a genuine knowledge that walk off and protest.
Well, there'll be some sort of reaction.
There's going to be a reaction.
Yeah.
So it may not have been a walk off, but we
that.
know we're going to get something out of these two.
Yeah. So I could get with that. So it's not so much that I'm saying that Robin or Mr. Young is they themselves were being fake. I'm saying that the whole outrage thing is manufactured, and it's just to get people to tune in.
Yeah, because they couldn't have been too outraged. They came back.
Well, not only that, but I mean, sometimes you'll be outraged at work for some reason and you need to step away, but you come back because it's your job, it's your business, it's what you do.
Yeah.
So I can kind of feel that particular part. But my thing is, if it was truly that bad, if two of your most major stars, because let's just be real, those out of the four people, only three people are like known to anybody. Okay. So if two of your central stars are that offended by it, why wouldn't you pull the episode? So the fact that we even know the show is still coming, to me, that's the fake part. Like you never let a crisis go. What do they call it? You know what I mean? But capitalize on a mess. You know. So
Capitalize on
they,
chaos.
yeah, they probably knew their politics. They probably knew how strong they would react to anything about this. And then they were like, let's see what
I'm just
happens.
wondering what kind of phony disclaimer that the Fox network will put up before this episode.
Why? It's Fox.
No, but they'll say,
You know, the last time they put a disclaimer up was an
I see.
episode of Family Guy, and they slowly stopped doing that. They just stopped doing it. They used to put a disclaimer up on Family Guy, literally the second season when they knew they was going to get more edgy. Every episode of Family disclaimer up. You notice now they don't even do that anymore. It's like you
Well,
know
people
what
are
the show is about.
desensitized.
You watch it. Good luck.
Well, people are desensitized. Our
Yeah.
comedy, our television, everything is more confrontational, raunchy, pushing the envelope. It's just what that is. My biggest thing is, okay, I think it's a stunt. I think it's a marketing ploy. And I think that people should already be able to tell that. And I think even when people knowing that, they're still going to tune in. Similar frustration I have with the Super Bowl tomorrow. But beyond that, it's like, does it matter? Because, yeah, he's instrumental to the people who tried to dismantle American democracy, such as it is. But what we doing about it?
Nothing.
DOJ ain't doing nothing. Congress ain't doing nothing. The only people who've gotten in any real trouble are the people who are on the ground. None of the organizers, none of the elected officials, none of their staffers, none of them. So what, you mad about Giuliani? You mad about Giuliani? For real? Your government don't care. But anyway.
All right, the first hour is up. We're gonna move it to the second hour because I'm not making this show heavy. And don't get it twisted. I appreciate it. It had.
I made it heavy. I'm sorry.
No. I was gonna say it had to be said. You know, we don't pull punches on this show. If it has to be, you got to be punched in the face to get some of this stuff. Sorry, not sorry. It had to be said. But having said that, though,
I hope both teams lose tomorrow.
That's impossible.
I know, but it would be interesting.
Wait, say it again?
I said I hope both teams lose.
Somebody's winning tomorrow.
The worst thing that you gonna get is that they tie over and over and over again, and people just don't care no more.
Oh, that won't happen. It's a Super Bowl. That would just make more people pay attention.
No, they don't, because they hated the last overtime. Overtime rule in NFL suck rocks. It's the stupidest rule in the NFL in game.
But it's the Super Bowl.
I don't care. I don't even care who wins.
Oh, I am sincerely hoping that all of you get together with your friends and your family. Please be safe. Mask up. Make sure everybody's vaccinated. I know you're not going to do it, but just still, I'm saying it. But have fun. All of you get together in your respective friendship pods. and do your thing of happiness and joy together around the game of the pigskin. I hope to be having access to the restaurants tomorrow during game time.
I would say this, and I know it's going to be heavy and everything
Valentine's
else,
Day.
but I'm just going to get out of my system, and then we're going to move on. I hope everybody enjoy themselves watching the Super Bowl tomorrow. Have yourself a ball. Knock yourself out. It is the Super Bowl. Let's just be freaking realistic about it. It's the freaking Super Bowl. It's two teams who haven't been to the Super Bowl in a long time. It's a team that hasn't been to the Super Bowl in 30 semi years
33.
against a quarterback who's been in the league for 14 years, who never even sniffed the Super Bowl, let alone be in it. Playing for Detroit, who can have a chance to win the Super Bowl. Let's just be realistic. Everybody's going to watch the game.
Wait, Detroit Lions is in the game?
No, Matt Stafford
No,
used to
Matt
play for the
Stafford went
Detroit
to,
Lions.
St. Louis.
I was like, it
LA,
was the Bengals and somebody.
The Rams.
The Rams.
Oh, okay.
Now, that being said, after the game, after y'all sober up or digest your food or whatever, brunch is still canceled. They still not doing what the hell they supposed to be doing in the NFL. Let's
It
get
won't
fucking
matter.
back to work. You
It don't
enjoyed
matter.
yourself. Have yourself a ball. Let's get back to it. The season is over. And when I'm saying this because I don't want to hear nobody going, oh, okay, well, let's move on to the draft. Fuck the draft. We need to figure out what the hell is going on, why we doing this. Do not get lost with all these whole, well, they're hiring black coaches now. Yeah, okay, they could have hired them a long time ago, and they're not. By the way, they hired them after this. Come on, let's not be stupid. Let's get back to work. Brunch is still canceled.
People ain't offended.
Nick, I know what you're going to say, Thiz, and we ain't going to get into it.
It was
Let's
simple
get back to
before the
work.
game. You're going to be simple after the game. Enjoy the game. Enjoy your company. Enjoy each other.
I say talk shit after the game. Come Monday. Did you enjoy
That'll
the game?
show them.
I sure do. We ain't got no more black coaches.
Well, they hired Levy.
Did you watch that pass that he threw? Sure did. We ain't got that many black GMs. We have zero black owners in the NFL.
But they hired Levy.
That's great. How many more is it? That's what, 32? You ordered, you got 3? Okay.
They hired Levy.
You're the equivalent of the Senate. Percentage-wise, you're the equivalent of the Senate.
But they hired Levy.
You're the equivalent of the. We're moving on. Let's see what's going on out here before we go to the second hour. I hope more people won't watch this year.
You're not gonna.
I'll tell you one thing. I
They're
am
forecasting the highest rated. Is even though no one really knows much about these two teams, they're still expecting some of the highest ratings because people are desperate to escape.
Lost his face. Good gracious. Wow. Never watched one episode of that show.
I think I'm going to start watching Big Bang Theory all over again from the beginning. I really enjoyed that show.
I never saw that show. It's funny.
Who married their second
Who did
cousin?
marry that-
Rudy
The hell
Giuliani.
did I?
Oh yeah, that's right. He did. He did marry his cousin. I forgot about that.
Who?
Rudy Giuliani. He did marry his cousin.
We're going into the second hour. I don't even want to know the back story, the front story, or the side story to that.
Hey, they kept it in the family.
You can't help who you love.
We'll be back
Supposed to
in
love
3.
your family, right?
We'll be back in 3 minutes. Stay tuned.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly a lose my spark. Living in this crazy time, putting back the pieces of my mind. I know how to run from the dark and fly. Till my wings spread, levitate into the clouds. I'm so high above the ground. I'm rising. I'm soaring above it. It all. I just wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free. Higher to a bird. You, I'm rising. I'm soaring above it. It all. I just wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free.
We are back, and I barely made it back to the chair. But that's neither here nor there. Welcome to the second hour of Saturday Night Vibe, the progressive news show that just don't give a damn. Along with Theus Robinson and Tracy Carson. This is Foxy's videos of the week for anybody that's new to the show. These are video clips that's sometimes heavy, sometimes not. This week is not, so to speak. So we have Theus on the show, so yeah, it will be. So
Light as a feather, my brother. Light as a feather.
yeah, that feather was connected to a rock.
Rock of understanding.
So everybody, Foxy's videos of the week. I do have a service announcement to make. I forgot to do this earlier.
Oh, God.
Wasn't it 6 weeks last week?
No, it was 7 because I changed this morning. 6 weeks for my birthday bash. Stay tuned. Things are coming in order. If you are new to the show, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell. If you're still here from the first hour, please do not forget to hit that like button. I truly appreciate it. So let us begin. And we're going to begin with the teaser from the first hour, and that is the worst female rapper. Now, I've already showed everybody one of the worst female rappers out there. Her. I'm gonna be demonetized with this, but it don't matter. I'm not making money off this anyway. So, so here's the mistake that I made. I was, for some reason, I can't find the file. For whatever reason, I just can't find her, and I know I had her. I uploaded her now since discovering it. So I went, oh crap, I gotta find the song, I gotta download it, I got to clip it and everything else, because you know I actually got common sense and there's no way in hell I'm gonna watch the whole video, never let alone show the whole video. So I found a video. I was clipping it, and something strange was happening where I couldn't find the part that we've been watching the last two times. I skipped to almost the end. I was like, and I'll just find something that just pretty much proves the point that she's bad. And I got to a part of the video that was just like, I had tears rolling down my eyes because it's almost at the end and it got, ooh, so much worse.
She doesn't know how old how you are now.
50.
No, you'll be 50. You're
I will
49
be
now.
50, the big 5-0.
Thank you for helping him, Tracy, because I think his memory is starting to slip right there, and we just want to make sure we're taking care of our brother
Wish my memory
as
slipped.
he's moving into the next phase. Just
Hey, wait a minute. I'm not too far behind, so
Neither
watch
is
what
he.
you said.
Literally, neither is he.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
he's
even know why. Anybody that's
what
in
is he,
that
40
middle
or 42 or something like that?
44?
43.
40. Oh, my memory slipping, and you're the one looking up in the air trying to
Yeah,
figure
you
out
like,
the
wait a minute, I'm
age.
how old? I was born in 1979.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll be 44 this year.
Gosh.
Party till I die.
Let's just play it. I'll play the new clip of the DD girl.
Little bitch flathead, your opinion, bitch, fuck that. What do I think of you? How I love in your face, bitch, if you only knew. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha, ha ha ha. Party till I die, with my chin up high. Fuck 'em up, fuck 'em back. Twerk like it's my last day on this earth. Let that dollar make her work. Shake that money maker in my face. It's a favor, ooh, I love your misbehavior. Party till I die, with my chin up high. Fuck 'em up, fuck 'em back. Twerk like it's my last day on this earth. Let that dollar make her work.
Nice visual effects you went with there.
When she got to the part of
I just, applaud her creativity and her fashion sense because
you applaud
I
sense.
can respect.
You
how
applaud the
difficult-
fashion sense. You applaud the fashion sense.
I do because I respect how difficult it can be to find
put
the
that
right
bra
bra.
How difficult it is to take that bra off.
No, she had to find the right bra, and whatever bra she went with, it worked well with the shirt she had on. It just everything was like the way it needed to be. Got to give her credit for that. Her lyrics definitely need some work, but the confidence factor, it was there. It was there.
If I was grading on confidence, I would definitely give her an A+. That lady had confidence that sometimes I wish I had. However, this is the reason why I hate modern day rap.
No, don't blame this on rap. Don't blame.
No,
this.
I said modern day. I said modern day.
This lady is from, I think, South Africa or Australia.
I don't know what she thought she was doing, and who told her that was good? Who sit here and said, "Girl, you know that's it. Do that. Can do that." No, girl, sit down, have several seats, don't rap anymore, go into singing, write songs, do something else. But this young lady is not for you. Stop it, make this stop.
The people who told her that she was doing good with all those guys around her who were trying to find a way to have interactions later.
Holland. She's from Holland. Yeah.
I don't care if she's from Indianapolis. She needs to sit down, have several seats, and don't do this anymore. Don't do this anymore.
I'm impressed they found that many black people in Holland that looked like it was taped in Detroit.
You pay enough people, you pay enough money, you can find them.
You can find some people if you really want to.
No, I don't think that this is a high price.
Yeah, it looked like she took her phone out and said, "Okay, let's go."
This was like her homeboys and her friends. You know, she knew. I think
somebody edited this mess. Somebody wrote lyrics and said, "Here, you do it. You who barely speaks English."
She's got true talent like Jay-Z. You know, you don't have to write.
Don't even sit here and compare her. Listen here, I'm not even a Jay-Z fan. I'm going to get on. Don't you even put her in that category. She's not even in the Vanilla Ice Baby category. He's better than she is. Oh my gosh, girl, don't, honey, give it up.
Okay,
give
stop.
It up.
Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new edition.
Yeah, that makes sense. She's over here, ha 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 ha.
Nah, but you know, because see, he was rolling its 5.0 with the rag top down so the wind can blow. Deadly. You know what I'm saying? You know, anything less than the best is a felony. Love it or hate it. The kid don't play. You know, if you have a problem.
I said she was worse than he is. He's above her. And he's garbage.
And but thing is, you prove my point. You remember all those words.
Exactly. 30 years
it
later.
may be bad, but you remember all those songs.
That was a good song.
This woman ain't gonna be remembered by anything but that's the only thing she's gonna be known for.
What was you talking about? I felt like I needed English subtitles, and she was speaking English. I'm like, what are you saying?
The prime of her young life, having fun.
Supposedly.
So
she just seemed like some girl. She just seemed like a hey old girl. Oh,
no talented. See, this is why I should make videos. I should make music videos. Except for I'm not in my 20s and can't go.
You just did it. You can do it. You just got to work on it. You got to work on your timing. Got to keep it with the beat.
She had timing. She had time.
No, she had terrible timing. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't.
You got to party till you die.
Because I found somebody worse.
Like a gator, I got pilot blood. I'm a real risk taker, pirate riding the flood, badass money maker, grandmother crocodile, weirder than an X-File, brief fire, silver, so sexy when I slither, sparkle on my little finger, hell of arousal ear to ear, poised to throw a zinger, playing on their worst fear. Russell Khan, the Versace better win, come real far but don't know where I'm heading, motherfucking crocodile of Wall Street, silver on my fingers and boots on my feet, always be a goat, not a goddamn sheep. Email me, fuck your message at the beep, 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 beep.
So a couple things. This woman, before she got arrested, is a billionaire.
Oh, she didn't get arrested? They found her?
I thought they found her and him. Because they stayed in New York.
Put an arrest warrant out for. I didn't know she got arrested.
They didn't leave. Like dummies.
Leave where?
But anyway, this is a vanity product check for her. But if you remember the first Marshall Mathers album, Eminem rapped like this on his first album. So look at where he is now.
But he worked on his skill. He learned from his mistakes.
This is her first album. See, that's the other thing. The beauty of being Eminem entering into a black genre at the time that he did was he had the luxury of recreating himself. He got a second chance. See, a lot of artists who actually are in the genre, they don't get a second chance. So his privilege helped him have a second chance. And that's cool because he went on to have a really good career. But I'm saying, and I actually liked his first album because it was hilarious. But this is just her first album. Just think how good she's going to be when she gets out of prison.
Wait a minute. First of all, wait a minute. I'm missing some backstory. Who? In prison? What?
She was under investigation. Thea said she got arrested. I didn't know.
Who is she?
I'm pretty sure they got arrested.
Like, what's her name?
Her husband was under investigation for billions of dollars of bitcoins
or cryptocurrency.
Whatever, cryptocurrency. So when she was rich, she really at that time was rich. Wasn't telling everybody that she stole the money, but
yeah, they were pretending to be like tech.
What are their names?
I don't know their name. They're two people
cares?
who rob people, and that's what they are.
Probably, I don't care.
They ain't nobody special, other than the fact that they managed to
literally,
steal.
We wouldn't have known anything about it if she didn't put this rap thing out.
But first of all, I want to know when was this filmed? When was that?
No,
was this filmed in the 80s? Because that looked like an episode of Blossom.
This is like probably filmed last summer.
Yeah, this looked like they just took a time machine, went back to the 80s, and said, "Let's find everything gold that we can find and let's wear it." Like, is this Blossom? Like, what the? This is where people need to know what they are good at. They need to do a self-assessment. Know what you're good at. And know what, you know what? There's
Heather Morgan.
Thank you. There's some thought. There's nothing wrong with trying something new within reason. Whoever told her, you know what? A rap career. That's what you do. Sure, you have no training. Sure, you have no background. Sure, you don't have the cultural background to pull us up. But you know what? Just rhyme. Rhyming was terrible. Flow was terrible. Costuming was terrible. Lighting was terrible. Stop it. We've got to make this stuff stop.
Well, you're worth $3 billion.
Well, it sounds like to me prison is going to stop her pretty much. But this kind of stuff where rich people start thinking they can rap, and this is making me start thinking about I think I inboxed you guys this a long time ago. The legislators in Utah that decided that they wanted to go and do a little rap and talk about how a bill became a law. We don't need this. This is not why we have Hip Hop Month. Hip Hop Month is
$5 billion in crypto in 2016.
Yeah, prison's gonna stop
in the country. Man, I'd have been out this joint so fast. Oh my goodness, I'd be in a non-extradition country that night. Are you kidding me?
That's what you call gall. She's got her husband got gall. Well, prison stopped her career, but what's gonna stop these copycats? What's gonna stop?
Well, I don't have bad stuff. Look at TikTok.
You know what? I'm still thinking about deactivate my TikTok. I'm like, I can't with y'all no more. I cannot.
The only time I see TikTok is when Marlon.
Yeah, that's pretty much all you ever gonna see it.
My work friend, she always is like shooting me a TikTok video, and then now like Facebook has like them like embedded and stuff. But I don't have a TikTok account.
I'm just like, this has got to stop. People have to know what your restrictions are. No, do you see me on this show trying to sing? No, because I know. You know what? Sing it. That's not for me.
Or you're holding yourself back.
Oh, Thea's that was planning on leaving.
Yeah, they've had 5 years to figure that out.
The feds allege that Liechtenstein and Morgan have, quote, access to numerous fraudulent identities and documents purchased on the dark net and the ability to easily acquire more. The documents know that the couples appear to have been, quote, have been setting up a contingency plan for a life in the Ukraine and or Russia prior to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, prison's going to stop her career. Thank goodness for prison.
Well, actually, what's probably going to happen is they're not even going to see prison.
Well, jail time will stop it.
Because the U.S. government is going to want to know more about how they do what they do. And people, if you have enough assets, stolen or not, it doesn't matter. They'll work with you.
Yeah, but don't be poor.
Oh, no, don't be poor. Throw the book at you. You're poor, they're going to put you in jail for 6 years because you try to get your right to vote back. But if you went into the Capitol and led to the death of 5 police officers and 140 injuries, well, yeah, well, yeah, 2 years tops.
Those are just activists.
Did I not call it everybody?
I didn't get that. Wasn't heavy.
They're just making points.
Yeah.
And we making points that are correct.
Butterflies in the sky. I can fly twice as high. Take a look. It's in the book. It's reading Rainbow. I can be anything.
Are you sleepy? What is wrong with you?
You wanted me to be more light, so I was being more light. I was fancy free in it.
I can be anywhere.
So singing's not your cup of tea either, I see.
Next video. I've been recently. The next video is for Tracy and Thea's, and quite honestly, it's my attitude now. I'm not going to argue with stupid people anymore.
Thank you for calling customer service. How can I assist you today? Oh, hi. Do you speak English? No, ma'am, I don't. Would you like me to transfer you to someone that does? Yes, please. Very well.
I get that question every day.
I never get that question because I speak better English than the people I have to talk to. But it's hilarious because when I say my name, they're like, "Oh, that's interesting." Thanks.
Or they'll think I sound like a
They sound like a Muppet when they talk to you.
I swear, man. Like first they call me Steve. Everybody calls me Steve. I don't even bother fixing it. I just they're like, "Hi, Steve. Hi." I don't care. But then if I have to actually give them my name again, I have to spell it for them.
But that was incredible. Us.
I literally spell your name by spelling the
man.
And
I
us.
spell my name so many times in a day. It's ridiculous. And the fake laugh you have to do when they're like, "Oh, that sounds Greek." No, it doesn't. The spelling seems Greek. It doesn't sound Greek, but that's okay. Let's continue from here. I guess maybe you're going off of Prometheus. I don't know. You're really stretching it here, sir. But hey, whatever. I'm still not reversing your fee.
But I got several problems with this. One, people think I sound like us. Either I get, "Are you from the South?" Which I am not. Nothing wrong with people from the South, but I don't have an accent. Number two, am I?
So.
You say so? Where? I don't hear it.
You sound just like us.
You sound like you got here with me.
There is no difference between how you speak.
I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. I don't hear the Southern accent. Or the second thing I get, "Are you recording?" Yes, ma'am, I am. How can I help you?
I'm the next level of artificial intelligence.
Just ask a question.
But I get the first one I'm like, no, I'm not. One time I'm just say, "Yes, I'm from the South. I'm from Georgia." Because that's the one I get the most, yes.
Might as well. Everybody just says, I mean, they ask me. And I don't know why it matters. Like, where are you located?
You sound like
Georgia.
Somebody. As soon as they say "down home," I'm like, okay, this person I'm talking to is black, because nobody that's not black does not use the term "down home." I'm like, oh, okay.
I'll never hear that. I don't know.
All the time.
That I always got, the only thing, statement, I ain't even gonna say a question, it was a statement. The only thing I remember that I hated people doing was, "How may I help you?" Yeah, I didn't speak to a supervisor.
Like
Okay,
right off the bat.
can I inquire to what is the
No, you can't.
No, I just need to speak to a supervisor. Well, that ain't how this works.
Yeah.
And then and then what irks me the most is I start reading through I ask what their name and information is, and I read through the notes that this is the third time today that they have spoken, and I know that the last two people have probably told you no. So you think you're gonna call in and get lucky? Well, call in a fourth time, because it ain't this third time.
Yeah, I've been doing this for too long. Because what happens is I get those people, and I always end up having to help them. Because it's like you got to Jedi mind trick these people because they're not very bright. So I want to talk to a supervisor. Okay. Well, I need to pull you up so I can even be able to get you to a supervisor.
Yeah,
Well, I want to talk to a super. I need the information so I can pull you up. I'll be happy to get you one. You know, knowing
yeah,
full
but I
well
gotta
I
know
ain't got
why
one.
it is you want one, and you know all that. But they're like, okay, they wouldn't talk to me here.
Yeah, but what happens is if you don't give them any pushback and you let them think they're gonna get what it is that they're asking for, as soon as you get it pulled up, as soon as you get them validated, at that point they've calmed down because they've had to answer 3 questions from you that they didn't want to answer before. And then it's like, okay, well, I can try to get a supervisor for you, but it's going to be a callback, so it's going to take another 24 to 48 hours, like you were told earlier. Or I can try to see if I can help you.
Yeah,
And
which
9
won't
times
take
out of 10, they're like, fine, let's see what you can do. All right.
Mickey, I don't do that.
I don't.
I literally make them repeat the same crap over and over again.
I'll just make them repeat. Because
Yeah, I just have them repeat.
It just sounds
I'm not
so
gonna do this
racist
whole
to me. Say, hey, get somebody
because chances
speaking.
are you're talking to a country that absolutely everybody who you was talking to on that phone sound exactly the same way.
Or even better, you thinking that this person isn't in the country and he's right there in New York. See, that's the thing that always used to trip me out when I was managing people on the phones is I had a lot of employees who were from the islands and from Africa and from various parts of like Europe. So they all had like really heavy accents. Well, not all. A lot of them had heavy accents. And people would be like, well, I need to speak to somebody in America. What makes you think that someone with an accent is not in America?
Yeah, like they not from America. They probably your next door neighbor. Really?
Yeah, but it's cool. People do what they do. And, you know, people want to feel comfortable with whoever it is that they're.
But it's the way they ask for somebody that speaks English that I don't like.
My favorite are Spanish speakers.
No, because at least they'll ask for an interpreter right off the bat. So I'm like, okay.
They're always so polite. And I'm just like, yeah.
I do get the customers, though. Thank you for calling such and such. How may I help you? I did get birthday, and I need to go. And then, sir, I don't understand. Can you repeat what you were saying? I said, wait a minute. You get the attitude. You know damn well you didn't speak clearly. You know you did not.
I was like,
how do you get the attitude?
Mm-mm.
This ain't the first time you've held this conversation. I'm pretty sure you have never held. This is probably the 10th time today you have had this conversation. Don't get an attitude with me.
Or I get the one that refuses an interpreter. I'm like, man, what is your language of origin? Oh, I speak in no, wait a minute, no, because we having a communication problem. I can't understand not one word you saying. So what I'm gonna do is ask you one more time, what is your language of origin?
See, I hate my job so much. In case you didn't know, I hate my job, and I hate it so much. And I don't have limitations on how long I'm talking to anybody. So it's not like, you know, the average call time or whatever.
It was the lucky one, Dan.
I don't have to deal with that. So you don't want an interpreter? We got all day. Okay. You said your name is John. And then what? We'll spend all day. I'm good. Let's make this an hour-long phone call. I'll go to lunch in an hour and a half anyway. Let's do this. Come on.
No, because then that call comes at, let's see, I get off at 6. That call comes in at 5:45, and then I got to sit here and struggle till 6:30. No.
I don't do overtime, but that won't bother me. I'll be like, all right, cool. We're just going to sit here.
That doesn't change.
Chill.
It really don't. I get off at 5:30. I've literally had somebody email me at 5:28.
Oh, that didn't happen.
No. No.
That's the beauty of correspondence.
Yeah.
I didn't open that one.
No, I didn't. No.
Did you get my message? No.
Now, I will tell you an American thing. And it depends on the person, but I will tell you an American thing that it irritates me so much. Can I have your phone number?
No.
Sure. 703 434 4321. I'm so proud that you actually understood every number that you said. Could you slow that crap down for everybody else who absolutely does not know your number by heart?
Oh no, I get the ones. Didn't it come up on the caller ID? Ma'am, HIPAA says that I have to ask this question. So you could be calling from one number, but your number is actually something else.
Yeah, they don't understand that, and I'm with you, Tracy. But yeah, it don't bother me none.
The simplest question, boy, the ones that trick me out, the simplest question, they're going off. Look, I didn't do it. It's not me that you're angry with. I get it. You've been on the phone an hour. Hey, look.
It doesn't matter, Anna. It's the ones that just speak miles per hour trying to give you information. It's like,
and they had the
what
answer.
Are you doing?
The answer's right there in front of them. All they had to do was look. Like, see right there? See that paragraph right there? Look right there on page 6. Oh, it was right there. Yes.
Yeah. The phone number people that bother me is not the ones who say it too fast, because I don't have no problem telling you to say it again. It's the ones who use a weird cadence. Like they do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, that's me. I do that all the time. I do that all the time.
Who does that?
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that one.
I do that, and I don't know why I do it.
Or the ones that give you their street address. 123 Hippolyta Avenue. Could you spell that street for me?
Yeah, because I don't live on that street.
No, Hippolyta Avenue. Could you spell that for me? It's spelled how it's pronounced. No, it's not.
H is a what?
Pronounced. There is no way in the world it's spelled the way it's pronounced. There is no way in the world.
No, what I don't like is the person. Oh, I hope this. Well, I'm not. I'll just say it. The ones that you tell them, hey, if you don't want to write this down, I get it. Go to the website. It's all the. No, send me a book. No, man, we don't make books anymore.
Send you a book.
A book. Like a book full of doctors, you know, back in the day when
they want to force you back into the 90s.
Yeah, really like you send them a thick book full of doctors. No, man, we don't do that anymore. We have a website.
Still got the yellow pages.
You know, they still make those.
Well, there are people with needs that would be relevant.
I used to deliver the yellow pages.
I'm like, man, we don't have a book of doctors anymore. There's not a book. There's a website. Oh, I don't get on the
doctors' listings change too often to be printing books left and right.
Yeah, but that's a lot of because they move and they don't tell anybody.
They move in and out of network. They do all kinds of stuff.
Yep, which is why we need Medicare for all. But see, I don't want to go into that. I didn't go there. I'm just gonna leave that alone.
Hi, let me have your address so we can send you the information that you need. It's 123 North Main Street, but I don't live there anymore. I moved to what the hell did you just tell me the address?
Yeah, what did you just tell me that?
What part of that?
Yeah, what did you do?
Or better yet, here. Well, you probably have.
Yeah,
where are you?
Like, where do you live right now?
Where are you? Right? Are you? Oh no, and I haven't had this issue. I have a lot of IT friends. They kill me with this one. So I'm having issues with my computer. It won't do X, Y, Z, and everything else. Oh, okay. So what I need you to do is go ahead and turn it off and turn it back on, and let me know what's the first thing you see. Oh, I'm not at home.
Yeah, they got it in front of the computer. I love that one. Oh, that's my favorite one.
Just tell me how to fix it, and I'll do it later. You couldn't figure it out before by yourself.
You couldn't figure it out before.
Yeah. Cool.
What was the error message that popped up? Oh, I can't remember. But you want me to fix error message, and it's like 30, 40,000 error messages that come across your computer.
I'm sitting here like, I work for an insurance company. What part of you thought calling the insurance company without a policy number made sense? It's like calling your bank and wanting them to look at your account. Maybe they can look you up, but with the security protocols we have to go through nowadays, It's real thin on what we can search by. But whatever. People don't know from the inside or the outside or whatever.
Hi, I need your name and your policy number. Why?
So I could. You the one called me.
So I don't bring up some random person's name and information.
You know what? Straight up, I'd be like, look, my job is to protect John Smith. If you don't want to do this, you can hang up the phone, but you're going to have to go through this all over again. And then I don't get pushback on you. I'm like, you know what? Wait, you can hang up. Hey, do you. But you're going to have to go through this again.
All right. Let's move on to the next video. I just like to do stuff like that so things and that evil energy out of their body.
What are we talking about? We ain't do nothing. Me and Tracy been good the whole time.
Yes, I know. That's why I showed you the video. Y'all have that stuff pinned up all week. I want y'all to release it on this show.
No, all it does is remind me of what I got to deal with.
I know, I'm like, oh, well, Monday, here it comes.
Now, actually for Mickey, because I know Mickey would enjoy something like this. I think all of us would enjoy something like this. I know I enjoy something like this. I enjoyed it tremendously. But the first person I thought of was Mickey. So, Mickey, this is for you.
Another satisfying racial moment.
What trips me out, I don't think this will ever happen to me, and I hope it never does, but these people do something stupid and then get mad at you for recording it. Like, I watched my friend sent me a TikTok video. A lady was at a yacht rental place where they rent yachts. Bro, that ain't part of my world. Anyway, lady's getting mad at the manager, losing her mind, acting stupid. Manager is not having it that day, so she's giving it right back. And there's a customer who's recording the whole thing. Lady decides to just knock something off the counter and turn away because she's mad. And then she notices that her whole tantrum was recorded. So she gets mad at the person who recorded her. Kind of like this guy. You acted a butt, then got mad that you walked into a pole and he saw it.
Because they know that it's your ignorance, your idiocy is going to get spread across the internet before you even get home.
Right, but my thing is, you're mad that you got not just caught, because you didn't have a problem doing this in front of me. You are upset that now what you meant as a targeted attack to me is going to be shared wide. So now there might be some accountability, and now you're mad.
You answered your own question. See, we got to keep in mind. I don't want to get heavy with this, but let's keep in mind that the reason these people have done the stuff that they've been doing for so long, and trust me, it has changed over the time now, because they don't even give a rat's ass when they're being recorded anymore now. But it's what you're saying, Thiz. It's the accountability of it. See, when they act a fool in schools, in stores, on the street like this dude is, they already got the narrative in their mind of they was innocent, nothing happened, it was all that person's fault, it was never my fault. Now we have video of you going, yeah, you're a freaking liar. I'm going to show everybody that you're a freaking liar. And if you say anything else, I'm going to spray this a lot more. That's what makes you more mad. Now, what question you should be asking is, and I'm not putting words in your mouth. What question that you should be asking is, dude, you are being recorded for acting a fool. So your logic, this is why I say mental health is important. So your logic is, now that you've been recorded for being a fool, your logic is to act more of a fool?
Because they're children, they're toddlers.
What is who taught you?
America.
Who raised you?
America.
America.
Yeah.
America
because
says,
if you think about, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Tracy.
I was gonna say, in the world where we have Margarine Green talking about Gestapo when she meant, no, she said gazpacho.
Gazpacho.
Yeah, gazpacho. When we clearly, I'm like, you talk about soup now. You have all these people. Well, she enjoys her attention because I contend that she does those things to get attention. But this guy right here, he's probably been doing this years and years and years and years. And now he got caught, it's like, I'm gonna look like a racist idiot, which is what he is. And now people are gonna see me. Here comes trouble.
So now they want to attack
He
the
has
machine
this,
that
but
caught him.
people
Yeah.
have this mentality, and I'm not even. This is not even gaslighting from their end. I really think they believe it at this point. I really think they believe it. That I know what I'm doing. I'm in the right for doing it. And even though you recorded me doing wrong, it's still your fault. And somehow, some way, even though I know that society is going to see me in the wrong, well, you're wrong for seeing me in the wrong. And I'm going to go to the 5th page of Google, the 10th page of Google, to prove to you that what I did was absolutely correct because I'm American patriot and whatever. I
don't think they get that
you're
far.
using this week.
I think for them, it's a matter of you made me feel uncomfortable, and I shouldn't have to feel the feels. Like, that's what everything is about. It's all a tantrum that I have the privilege of opting out of things which are uncomfortable for me, and you are making me feel things I don't want to feel.
That's just
I don't have a
of
problem with
entitlement.
the history. I don't have a problem with what was done to your people. I don't have a problem with what's done to your mama. I don't have a problem with what's done to this person or that person who got gunned down in the streets, or gunned down sleeping on the couch, or gunned down laying on the ground, or gunned down jogging down the street. I ain't worried about all that. I'm upset that you're making me feel. And so I'm going to punish you for making me feel. And that's what we're dealing with. That's where you look at remember the bird watching dude? That dumbass. But him, it was because he made her feel embarrassed. So she wanted to hurt him for making her feel. The lady in Victoria's Secret that spazzed out on that remember that black lady?
On the floor, yeah.
Yeah. You made me feel. And I'm mad at you for making me feel. And I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to punish you. And that's where they're coming from. And my thing is this. We know as black people in America, when the police come, it doesn't matter. I'm already the one that they're going to be coming to deal with. It doesn't matter what the white person did to me. That's not how this country works. So my thing is, just play back what I said at the end of one of your last videos. There you go.
This is what. Oh, go ahead, Marlon. I'm sorry.
Okay, let me get this out real quick. There's an episode of The Equalizer where that situation occurred, and I can't remember the names because
I've never seen the show.
You know what? The Winter Olympics sucks rocks. You're messing up my doggone TV flow, but that's a whole different subject.
It's on Peacock, so I never see it anyway. And I don't watch Winter Olympics. I don't care about Winter Olympics.
It's the Winter Olympics. Who the hell? Oh, by the way, the Winter Olympics, y'all lost like 40% of your audience.
Yeah,
But
Winter
anyway,
Olympics is an opportunity for extremely wealthy people to say they were in the Olympics.
I'm not even gonna make this political. You're losing audience because one, it's the Winter Olympics. Your crap wasn't that high to begin with. Number two is what Thea said. It's an elitist entitlement that sports that half of the United States can afford, let alone half the world can afford to even do, let alone excel at it. And number three, come on, you're in China.
I don't understand that last.
We don't like China to begin with. Well, let me rephrase that because let's just make this realistic. We don't like China anyway. They're communists. They're bad. They treat their people bad and terrible, ignorant. unless we could get cheaper products made and manufactured in there and shipped to our country so we can sell it at the regular price that we was going to sell it at either way. Other than that,
and helping to stabilize our economy because we don't generate anything. Yeah.
But we don't talk about stuff like that. You're a bad country. So those are your reasons. But I digress. There's an episode of The Apprentice where the daughter and the aunt went into the store. The aunt picked out a dress. The white woman came out and said, "Oh, I would literally walk through the door, Tracy. Walk through the door of the store." And went, "Oh, I was going to pick that dress. Congratulations to you. I've already chosen. This is the dress I'm going to get." She started, of course, being a Karen, started pulling on her dress and everything else, talking about harassment and everything else. The police was called. As always, who's the first person he's talked to? The white woman. Got all her information. The daughter was saying, "Hey, excuse me, I got some information you need. Ma'am, you need to wait a minute. You need to wait a minute.
Calm down.
You need to wait a minute. You need to calm down. Hands already on the gun." I don't know what the hell this little girl was going to do, but whatever. Hands already on the gun. She showed the video of the whole situation. The daughter was smart enough to start recording the incident at the very beginning, showed the video to the cops. Cops saw the video, looked at the woman. Is this, and by the way, this is the part that pissed me off. Looked at the woman. Is this information correct? Bitch, you're looking at the video. Why? Who are you asking? Is this information correct? Do you think she edited in the store?
Yep, she did. She edited the whole video.
Well, their job is to protect citizens, and we're not citizens.
We're not citizens. So I like the ending of the show. And Tracy, I'm going to get back to you. So don't forget what you finna say.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I got it.
But I like the ending of the show because the aunt was still feeling some type of way. And you will feel some type of way because nothing changed. We have to go above and beyond to show our innocence before we prove it guilty. That's always how it's been. The daughter, being smart, took the video to where this lady was working. Broadcast the video on everybody's computer at the and I think it was even an advertisement or a real estate agent. I wasn't sure. But she broadcast the video on everybody's computer at the place. Do you know the satisfaction I get where everybody is at their computer and this video comes up and she comes in, "Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, how y'all doing? Well, oh, Mondays, oh, Mondays, yeah, you know." And everybody's at their computer and everything, and the video up, and everybody goes, and just looks at the woman, and the manager comes behind, "Shirley, we need to talk." Now, granted, the manager may be absolutely okay with Shirley's attitude and everything, but what have I told y'all from the very beginning? There is one thing always stronger than racism, and that's capitalism. We ain't finna lose money over you at all. You got to go. One of my favorite episodes. Is it a drop in the bucket? Sure. Give me hope. I can handle it. We've been doing this for 400 years. Give me something. I'm sorry, Tracy. Go ahead. I just had to get that out.
Boy, now I gotta see. Oh, okay. So when we were talking about the original man walks into a pole blindly, it's just white privilege on fleek. He felt like he had the right to say whatever he was saying to that person whose car he was passing by. The people in your situation, she felt like she had a right to get that dress, even though she just walked past it and walked in the store and somebody already had it. The police feel like, let's question the white person first because they'll give us the real story. Whereas the black people, they're too emotional. This is just another example of white privilege. And I can't take it anymore. It's just like, okay, Cuba or some other country, because America just done got on my last nerves. Just has gotten on my last nerve.
Public service announcement: there will not be a show tomorrow.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, it is Monday, but yeah, happy Valentine's Day. There will not be a show tomorrow. And call me the villain when I say this. That's fine. I can take it. There was somebody that reached out to me, nobody on this panel at all. There's somebody that reached out to me that was relaying in me about the situation going on in the United States, voter suppression, taking away books, whole thing. And I explained to this person, so you don't know if it's a man or a woman, this person, that you need to take a break. You need to rest. This is a long haul. This is not microwave society. We can't do it that way. This is a long, long journey. I don't know how long it's going to take, and nobody here can tell me either. We can predict, we can hope, we can analyze, we can do all that stuff, but we just really don't know. There's not going to be a show tomorrow because my hope is, and I'm just making a suggestion, chill the fuck out. The issues will still be there Monday. Believe me, it will. It's not going anywhere. But your mental stability is more important at this time than the issues that we are having. Chill out. Because if we are in a battle, the first thing that the enemy destroys is what? They don't go after your body, they go after your mind. Propaganda was just that. It controls your mind. You control the mind, you control the populace. Tomorrow, don't watch the game. I don't care. I told Theus, did I tell you, Theus, that probably the game is going to be white noise in the background for me anyway? I don't care. I win, whoever wins. I don't care. I spend time with my wife. We're going to be cooking food. And 9 out of 10, we probably take the food up into our man cave and eat. I don't care. But it's away from what we already dealing with right now. It's away from everything that we have to deal with. Chill out. The issues that we have are not going anywhere. So we need all our soldiers at 100%. Mind, spirit, and body. There will not be a show tomorrow. I am applauding on you to please relax. Go do something, and I'm at the bottom of my heart. Go do something stupid. Just absolutely stupid. Doesn't make any sense. Tracy, go watch a Three Stooges cartoon. Go watch a Monsters movie. Theus, go out and eat. Go listen to music that hasn't been heard since the 1980s. I don't care. Mickey, go paint your hair orange. Don't matter. Just do something that you normally don't do. Get yourself, your mind right, and we can reconvene next weekend. I'm gonna step off.
All right, so he said all that. He was talking about me, but it's all right though.
Absolutely not talking about you at all. At all. No, I'm not.
But either way, it's all to the good. Like for me, my relaxation is thinking and working. And like I'm just saying, piggybacking off what Marlon was saying, find whatever distractions work for you. Do that periodically so you can reset, take a breather, whatnot. right? But boy, if I'm not tired of sitting here trying to deal with people who don't want to think, ain't nothing more annoying to me than someone who is not intellectually curious. If you actually put your brain in neutral more often than you put it in drive, I don't like you. And I have a hard time. Hard time. Oh, I have a hard time. So that's something I gotta work on. But that's when I listened to uh, Kwame Ture, and he was speaking about the responsibility of the conscious to make the unconscious conscious. And that helped calm me because it recenters and things. So whatever works for you guys, find it. The world's a mess, and you need to find your balance somewhere. Good luck.
It is a long fight. 400 years and counting.
See, I hate that framing.
What do you hate that framing for?
I hate that framing because people, you're not saying it, but people use that as a way of really finding a way to just find their way through nothing changing. Because it literally gives each of us a pass. That this has been going on for 400 years. So if it hasn't been fixed in that period of time, it's not going to be fixed in your period of time. So try not to take this all too seriously. And I say the opposite, that those 400 years have been punctuated with major efforts and major events. And those are all led by people who decided that enough is enough and they're going to do something different and they're going to force a change. And that cannot happen if you think of how did Martin put it, the long arc of justice or something like that, you know, and bends back towards justice, whatever BS that line was. But no, if something is wrong, the time to address it is now.
I just have one question. I know I'm not going to say desperate times call for what? No. But this is serious.
Is it going to be your favorite quote?
No, I have to look at it first. I gotta go back to the podium and read it. And then but what I was gonna say is I wanted to acknowledge something Mickey said, that she's been fighting a long time.
God, that dude was an idiot. I'm sorry. Tracy.
He was. I mean,
This is my favorite quote, and you don't even.
You don't know what it is.
You don't even know what it is.
I'm gonna go back to the podium. I'm gonna go right back to the podium.
And it was what? 2 sentences?
All I remember seriously is desperate times call for what? Desperate measures. Yes, who said that? That's all I can remember. That is really all.
Yeah, the hell out of the whole audience. I'm sorry, Tracy. Every time you bring that dude up, it's like,
just like, no,
why did you think this was a great idea? But go ahead.
Wait a minute, did Thea's disappear?
Mickey was easy for
yeah, Mickey was saying it's hard to fight. But if you stop, Mickey, if you stop fighting, who's going to pick it up? And that's, you know, it's hard. Trust me, I know. I haven't been fighting as long as you've been fighting. I've been fighting too. And it's like, you know, sometimes I just get tired. I'm like, I want to go sleep. I want to go Dairy Queen and just eat as much ice cream as I can. But we can't. Nina Turner said best. If you stop fighting, you stop. You just stop. And we can't. So, yep, that's what he said.
Yeah, and I think Martin was an amazing man, but that platitude doesn't ring for me. It's providing hope. That's what it's doing.
It's so
yes.
To keep in mind that we have to continue fighting.
Yeah.
I'm only speaking for myself when I say. I'm only speaking for myself when I say this. And I've said it to Theas, I've said it to Trace, I've said it to everybody before. If I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out swinging. Yep. And I know how much I can take before it gets to the point where You don't understand how many times in the past, before I understood everything, how many times I have sat there and went, I am so tired.
Oh, that was me last week.
I'm wide awake, but I'm so mentally tired. I am so sick and tired that I've gotten to the point where I'm just pretty much, and I'm sorry, Tracy, I just got to the point where I said, fuck it all. I just don't even care no more. That was the old me because I was constantly accumulating this stuff in my brain, reading this stuff over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. That it started bearing down on me to the point where it was shredding me. And it was a part of me that just kept thinking, the more I grew up, the more I started reading Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, and all the other things that was going on. I subconsciously, I don't know if it's true or not. Well, there's a 95% chance that I may be telling the truth. That may have been the point, to just wear you down to the point where you can't or don't want to fight anymore.
Yep.
That I don't have to lay a hand on you to
Just
make
have to
you
make
quit.
you believe that it's hopeless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like no hope. Like, no, I choose not to believe
Do
that.
y'all remember growing up? And I remember, if y'all don't remember, that's fine. I remember growing up listening to, what's the point of vote? They've already chosen who they're going to choose. And I believe that crap. So yeah, I did not go vote because that was told from me from a young age. That was told from me at age 18. What you going to vote for? They, white people, have already chosen who they're going to choose.
Yeah, because you didn't vote.
Of course.
But here's the thing. The Voting Rights Act 2013 was when the pre-clearance provision was taken out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately, I mean, within days, the Old South, I think Tennessee spearheaded it, in North Carolina also, immediately started putting forth restrictions on voting because they no longer had to go through the federal government. Within days, okay? They have dismantled the Voting Rights Act. The only thing that really kind of gives us citizenship, like the 13th Amendment gives all natural born people citizenship, 13th and 14th Amendment, right? But it's the Voting Rights Act that makes you a citizen when you've been barred from being a citizen. Because the perks of citizenship is your voice. Well, Alabama has just passed, the Supreme Court has just allowed Alabama to keep a map that allows for racial gerrymandering. This just happened, like last week. So the last protection under the Voting Rights Act that gives people like myself and the people on this panel the protections to vote has officially been dismantled. The paper still sits there, but no longer do the enforcements last. So when I say all of that to say that when we were hearing they've already chosen, what's the point in voting, the remedy had been you must turn out and be more engaged to vote. But because the system is so twisted and broken, and the American system through the prison industrial complex has made it so at least 20% of Black men can't vote. So you have now disenfranchised that. So it becomes true. And now we have the states doing what they're doing. We have what I just said about the Voting Rights Act. So your vote, literally, depending upon where you live, may not count.
And yet, we have good old Jim Clyburn proposing a national hymn. Boy, if
Which
you don't
is
sit yourself
irresponsible.
This
But my
is-
point is the fight. That is my point. We have not and I'm speaking broad we, that's allies, that's black people, that's Latinos, all the people who are in danger of having their voting rights eroded have not been fighting because they've been hearing, similar to what you were saying a moment ago, brother, about the long arc and the 400 and all this stuff, because we've been sold these platitudes that we don't understand the urgency of now. And now the urgency of now has passed, and it's now the critical moment of now, because this is the last election that many of us can be sure that our right to vote even exists.
And there's
So yes, I'm very high strung. I'm very high strung, not because of the games that are being played, but because the people who should care don't care enough to do anything. And I'm sick of it.
And this is why I say, what that got to do with Olive Garden tomorrow?
Oh, I'm still gonna go to Olive Gardens because
what that got to do with Red Lobster tomorrow? What did that got to do with McDonald's and I'm about to say, but y'all damn machines always freaking broke. So.
How many days off you gonna take though? You see what I'm saying? So like when
it is literally up to you. It is literally up to you, because what I cannot have is my soldiers sitting here getting bashed in the brain to the point of exhaustion where they just throw their hands up and say, fuck it, I don't care. And they're going to go and say, I don't care about the government, what they're doing. I don't care about the people, what they're doing. I don't care about the people that I'm trying to say what they're doing. So what happens and we move on. And you have the opportunity and the chance to reset everything. And if you don't take that chance to do it, that is on you.
Okay.
I need each and every one of y'all at 100%.
Can't be at 100%.
Not 20%, not 90%. I need you at 100%.
Your people are tired. 100% is not an option. But we do have to muster what we have and put it all on the table. Like there's no second act, right?
Yep. That's fine. So let's put 110, let's put 110, 120, 130%. You're running at 50. Let's just call it the way it is.
Yep.
So at this point in time when y'all talking, and I'm talking about not talking about you, Theas, I'm talking about other people too. If y'all get this message, cool. But y'all say we need to put 110% on the table, and you're running at 50. Hey. What are you gonna do?
That's all I got.
If that's all they got, then put it all in.
You're not helping the cause. You're telling everybody else.
Yeah, but Marlon, I disagree. I see where you're going. I see where you're going.
You're saying you need the whole situation.
Yeah, we need to. But sometimes, some days I feel like I got 100, and then some days I'm like, nah, it's about 20.
Theas, are you okay?
What happened?
You was looking at the side window like somebody was breaking in.
Oh, I thought I saw something move, man. So I'm sitting here like, I'm like,
do I need to call 911? What's up,
you
bro?
good, man? I told you I'm always hot and sharp, bro. I'm good. But I just have to make sure.
I'm sorry, Tracy. Go ahead.
All I was going to say, it's days I literally don't feel like I have 100%. I have missed 2 tapings of the Progressive Queens. I've missed a whole month and a half of Tracy because I'm tired. And I'm like, you know what? Okay, of course, tomorrow I'm doing makeup episodes. But some of them days where I was on that I extended that vacation way longer because I was just going to do 2 weeks. And I said, you know what? Let's push that, make that 4. And then I said, you know what? It feels good. Some days it feels good not to have to worry about the stupidity of the United States of America. It just feels like, you know what? Let me have this moment. Let me have my Maury Povich, you are not the father moment.
I'm with you.
And then there's other days I'm like, no, we cannot have millions of people without adequate health care. We have to have universal health care for everybody. There's some days I feel like fighting, and then there's some days I'm like, nah, bro, it ain't gonna be the day.
So I'm gonna marry the 2 points because Marlon, I'm not missing your point. What I'm saying is that you can't run at 100 miles per hour all the time and think you're gonna sustain that, right? Even the best race car has to be taken off and taken to the pit to rest for a second and get some refresh, right? 100% with you. I'm saying that we need to get even more people in the race so that when Marlon goes off the pit row, the team is still running. You see what I mean? So, yes, every once in a while you gotta.
It's a
'Cause there's only
relay
you.
race.
There's only one you.
It's the
There's only one
relay
you.
race, literally. It's the relay
Yeah.
race. When you run a relay race, they take that baton, they pass it to the next, and then that person starts running, and so on and so on and so on.
But in order to run a relay race,
Somebody's got to start it.
you got to build a team.
This is true.
Otherwise, you just running around the track trying to maintain speed when the other team is switching out. You know what I'm saying?
Or they do distractionary things like making a national hymn. Like, you got to be joking.
I'm about to mess up your analogy, Theus. I'm about to see while we handing off the baton running the race, we got the other team having somebody hide in the bushes, all rested and everything else.
Yep.
All cool and everything, jump out the bushes, and all of a sudden they in the race. And where the hell did you just come from?
We're running a multi-lane marathon where our lane has traps and tricks and all of that. And your team ain't but 3 people deep because you're always waiting on the one. You're always waiting on the Martin. You're always waiting on the Malcolm. You're always waiting on the Barack Obama. You're always waiting on that one.
The first 2 I was with you, then you said Barack Obama.
Because you're missing my point. Because you don't like Barry, and neither do I. But what I'm saying is, so long as you're always waiting for the one, you're waiting for your Michael Jordan to come onto the court, and the rest of the team just kind of spectates, that if you happen to win anything, it's going to be more out of luck than out of discipline. I'm saying we need more people on the team working hard, because otherwise Jordan can't come off the court when he's got the flu. So you can tell Jordan, hey man, you got to go rest. You're sick. You got to rest, Jordan. You got to rest. But he knows there's nobody else ready to step up. And me at 60, 70% is still better than the guy on the bench at 100.
That's doing TikTok videos.
So I'm going to put my whole 70 on the table, and we're going to see what happens. And I'm saying we need more of those so that we can take Marlon and say, Marlon, look, man. Like Marlon had to do to me. Look, man. Your frustration's showing. You need to reset, bro. You all right? And that's what you gotta have. You gotta have a team around you. I'm saying when you have a bigger team. Because I'm not even doing all that I need to be doing.
Your frustration is showing?
I put it nicely.
Come at me wrong. Say the wrong thing.
I ain't saying nothing like that. Come on, man.
You said that last week.
Why?
No, that's different. That's somebody put their hands on me. See?
No, that was what the dude was saying something. Say something.
No, I'm not going to touch you unless you touch me.
I feel like this whole conversation, I must have missed it. And it's just like...
He's talking about when I was talking about making people swallow their teeth.
My initial point is, and I get what Theus is saying is, and I never thought about this, so thank you for saying it, that some people, we need to step up so when somebody does have to take a rest, we have somebody that can step in and just keep it going. And not have 2-3 replays a week.
That's why we stay in this loop. That's why we stuck in this loop.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. All right, let's move on. Because so Susan, what I need from you is a good stuffed meatball recipe, because that is what I'm cooking tomorrow. I'm just kidding. I already know how to make it.
No, I need you to keep doing what you're doing, Susan. Because I actually believe that you are actually talking to people and you're actually trying to make a difference, and you're leading the way personally. So I just need you to keep doing what you're doing.
That's honestly, that's all I really need all of y'all to do.
Now,
I get more frustrated on people that quit or acceptance of the situation than anything else.
The only way to do
See, I
that,
don't.
though, the only way to do that, though, is to share this video with people who you think that would want to share this video. We need more soldiers. Okay, everybody watching this, drop this in somebody's email. Be like, hey, watch this. Or put it on their face. Tag them on Facebook. That's your assignment. Take this video, tag it on Facebook, say, hey, XYZ person, watch this. That's what
Or
y'all
ask
can
them
do.
to watch it with you next week. Oh, not.
And that's
next
another
week.
one.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what y'all could do.
But when I'm talking, and I've said this many times.
Hell no. I do not know.
I kids, meatballs are
I don't want no
fire.
meatballs. No.
They fire. I don't know what you're talking about. They good.
Casey,
Oh
you
my-
completely missing the
Swedish
Black History
meat-
Month
oh.
moment.
Oh,
Oh,
God, no.
apparently, because I just got it. I'm
Last
like, oh.
year,
Yeah,
IKEA
we're
did the
getting off the subject
fried
because
chicken
I want to
and-
get off the subject. We're done with this stuff.
Oh, they did the Black History thing with the collard greens and the macaroni and cheese.
And the-
Y'all
and
know
fried
y'all
chicken.
would have went and got a plate, though. Y'all be like, okay.
No.
I would have
No.
been so insulted. No, I wouldn't have went and got a plate.
I ain't gonna lie. I probably just out of curiosity.
See, I always look at. See, this is where one of the things that I don't know how to convey it better. So that's one of the things Marlon was saying. I got to work on retooling some things. It's whenever something is said or done, especially when it's like broadcast broad, you got to ask yourself, why is this being said? Why is this being said this way? And why is this being said now? The problem is people don't ask those three questions. They just say, I like fried chicken. I don't care why they did it. I like fried chicken. And I like to shop at IKEA. I'm going to get me some chicken. Completely missing. Why did this happen in this time? The thing with Dave Chappelle. When I read the article, now granted, I'm a skeptical person, but I read the article and noticed that there was no detail in the article. It was like a couple of little quips that were completely bereft of context. And this is a man that I've known for 30 years in the public eye. I'm not going to turn against him because some article put out 3 or 4 bad quotes, but people didn't look at it as why. They just said what and reacted. And so that's one of the things we just have to start to do. And I'm specifically talking to Black people because when you are absorbing media, 9 times out of 10, they're not talking to us. They're just talking and we happen to be in the room hearing it.
Yeah, we just happen to be
That's
here.
not the same thing.
You got so many people who wants to be known as being 2 things that's bad. Let's make this perfectly clear. You want to be angry and you want to be first. I sat there and said, and Thea's back me up. I always have receipts on everything I say, and Thea's is my compass. I sat there and said, I'm going to keep my mouth shut until I get more information because this is not making any sense. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Tracy, I went on YouTube and there were 4 freaking videos of it, and majority of it was, what the fuck is he doing? Why are you saying that? Well, and I'm like,
In a rush to be
have
first.
absolutely no information. Now I did tell Kim Foxy, I did say, well, the reason people are acting this way is because he did not that he's holding information. Celebrities, stop doing this crap. It's not a freaking TV show. We don't need the drama of you doing stuff and then, hey, I'm gonna let a couple of days and let it stew over, and then I'm gonna tell you to stop doing that crap. We're not at this mode anymore. It's not a TV show. It's not a drama. It's not a soap opera.
But Marlon, this was his life. Like he wasn't doing this for us. He wasn't out there being an advocate. He was living his life. And I'm sitting here, this is the way I kind of picked it up. I didn't know, and I still don't truly know, all of the things behind the decisions he made, right? I can just kind of pull things together based off of how developers function and how HOAs and all that, all that stuff, right? He was doing what he felt was best given all the things that are in his math and his factoring, right? He didn't owe us a single solitary single statement because the lies were created by his opponents and by his enemies.
Yep.
And I'm sitting here and I'm telling you, this is why I'm telling you this full disclosure, why I flipped the blank out. It's because I fashion myself as someone who is trying to make a difference, who is trying to put in work for his community, who is only at the beginning of where my depth of engagement is going to go. And I see someone with 30 years of history following right behind what we just watched with Whoopi. And I'm like, wow. The people who say they love you, the people that you are risking money, career, and everything else for will turn on you on a dime.
Because they're getting the publicity.
Because somebody said, I heard, or they said. How do you fight for someone like that? How do you stay in the ring? That's kind of like when we talk, and this is a weird transition, but this is where I'm going with it. It's kind of like when we talk about politics. And as bad as the Democratic Party is, if all we do is just beat them over the head with how terrible they are and never sing their praises, how hard would they want to fight for you? How do we do this? How can anyone do this if they put their heart, and I know the Democrat Party ain't put their heart and soul in nothing.
Yeah, I was going to say.
They have people in the party who wake up and go to sleep every day trying to make a difference for Black people, poor people, working people, lesbian people, queer people. They day in, day out trying to make a difference. But all they hear is how terrible they are.
You ain't doing nothing.
At what point do you just be like, forget it? It doesn't make sense for me to have anxiety issues and I'm stressing out the people around me. I can't get another job because of how outspoken I've been. All for ungrateful people who will turn their back and put their arms around my enemies because it felt good in the moment.
And the one thing that you said that I really want to pinpoint that word. Because after everything that you said, is, you know, the one thing that an ignorant person would pick up on? Ungrateful.
Yeah, that's it.
We're not ungrateful.
I didn't ask
you
you to
call
do
us ungrateful. I'm sorry. You hear what Thea said like 10 sentences?
No, they only hear that.
No, because that don't get you clicks.
Yeah, they need to be triggered.
That don't get you likes. That don't get subscription. That don't get you absolutely nothing. I told you what pissed me off was this. I'm not going to say a word about Dave Chappelle until I get more information. Why the hell did I think everybody else would have had the same logic? Silly me. Because I went on YouTube and saw 4 videos.
But Marlon, and then I'm piggybacking off of what you just said. So out of everything I just said, well, I just literally kind of poured my heart out. I just tried to lay out the math behind not me, but other people that we're looking to do the work and how to humanize them and see what they're dealing with. But the word that would stand out, like you said, was when I called people ungrateful, like when Hillary Clinton called those people deplorable, or when they said affordable housing. That is what triggered everybody. And off of that alone, the people who put those articles out, they knew Dave Chappelle, affordable housing,
boom,
Black person, against affordable housing. Black people are known for affordable housing. Ignore everything that makes it that way. Dave Chappelle's against black people. And it's like they didn't have to say it. They just had to put the thought out there. And people were so triggered and offended. That's all it took. And so long as your enemy can literally just drop a little something, and in the words of his old comedy bit, just sprinkle a little crack on it. So long as that's all they got to do to turn you against each other, how do you fight for that?
Malcolm X said it years ago. You can use social media to replace the word newspaper. Be careful with newspapers because they will make the oppressed the enemy and the oppressor your friend.
Yeah. And we're watching it right now.
Is the same thing. You saw affordable, and I'm not even going to repeat what Thea said. You heard what he said. He said what he said. Affordable housing, Dave Chappelle, black man against it, boom.
All they needed.
You didn't even wait to realize that it was three houses that was affordable housing. Let's go with that one. 3. How much were the regular housing on the do it? $300,000.
Up to $600,000.
Starting. You couldn't even wait a couple of days to get the rest of the information? No. Thank you for doing the enemy's work. Because all they had to do was write an article. Appreciate you taking it across the finishing line.
And that's so frustrating because time after time after time, they come for what few celebrities we have, and we help tear them apart. Because if they're not perfect, then they're not worthy to fight for us. It just keeps happening. Beyonce and Jay-Z, for whatever you may think of them, these people were putting their money out there, getting activists out of jail when they were being arrested in protests. That was Jay-Z and Beyonce doing that.
Not your money.
Not your money. But what did they get for it? They think they're better than this, or they're up to that, or it's just a publicity, or blah, 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 or they should have done this, or they should have done that. Always telling somebody else how to spend their money.
And you don't got none.
Ain't got a lick of, ain't got 2 dimes.
What's old saying? You ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to
throw it out of. Yeah.
You telling Dave Chappelle how to invest $100 million. And I made this point on social media, but you won't round up to the next dollar at Publix. I mean,
no, I'm not going to round up to the next dollar.
But the reasoning behind that is usually because I don't know where the money's going, or you're just taking the money and then you're going to use the money to make the donation on behalf of your company. It's not a company gets a tax write-off and the money, But here's my thing. It's just like tithing at church. Why did you do it? What was your motivation to do it? You can't micromanage what happens once it hits somebody else's books. So if you're going to tell somebody how to spend $100 million, but you can't come off of 75 cents because you think somebody isn't going to do right by your 75 cents.
It's best to shut up.
And I'm guilty. Like, now I give a lot of money away in my own projects, but I know, like Red Cross, they can't get no money out of me.
I need some money.
Wait a minute, what's wrong with Red? Okay, maybe I don't know enough about Red Cross.
Wherever you want to do, if Red Cross works for you, then I say do it. Because my thing is, as corrupt as I think that organization is, they still do things. They're still there in disaster relief. They might embezzle half the money, but they still help people.
Honestly, I'm going to pick it back off of it. That's the only issue that I have with the Red Cross is that for every you put in, 25 cents actually go to the cause.
Right.
Oh well, that stinks.
Right.
So
Because they're
was
so
my issue with the
huge.
Red Cross. That's why I don't deal with
They
that.
have all those expenses. See now,
They're
it's
so
in there
huge, the
too.
money gets lost in all these different places. But my thing goes right back to what I said a moment ago. What was your reason? So, like, what helped me after dealing with what Marlon was helping me kind of reset a little bit. And then, like I said, I listened to Kwame Ture.
I didn't do nothing. Sorry.
Well, to me, he did a lot. And then listening to Kwame Ture to help get me back in my mind frame. But if you want to be a hero, understand that you will die a villain.
You sure will.
If you want to make a difference, then just do that. Whatever it is you believe in that can make a difference, do that. But do it knowing that no one will support you in the long run. Do it because you believe it's right. That's all you got. And maybe people will come with you along the way. Because if you look at it like when I saw what happened with Whoopi, and then I watched it happen with
that
Dave,
was so overblown. I'm like, okay.
I'm not even getting to the details of it. Like you can have your whatever your feelings are about the underlying issues. But the thing is, you've known these people for 30 years, and they are not worth the benefit of the doubt to get more information.
Yeah, because everybody I'm like, I see where she's going.
She missed a couple.
Yeah, she just missed it.
She missed two words. She missed literally 2 words.
She didn't explain it like a college professor, and so she got ran through. But my thing is, even if she's wrong, because there's a case to be said, you can't tell nobody how not to be offended, right?
Yeah,
but
that's right.
Even if you're wrong, she's not worth the benefit of the doubt to understand where she was coming from.
Let me rephrase that. Nobody black is worth the benefit of the doubt. Look at
Thank you, Susan. Yep.
Yeah, I watched that too. Because boy, some people I threw money to. I'm like, why did I give them some? Why did I? But I.
There are very few politicians in my head right now that I would give money to.
I mean, there's
but let's make it clear because they have a hell of a track record. Hey,
there's like 2 that I give my money to. I'm like, okay, them 2 I know. The rest of y'all, you on your own.
I can't think of a politician I've ever given money to, but if I were to, as far as who's in the game right now, it would probably be Nina.
Yeah, Nina's one of mine. Yep.
Nina.
I had another name and it just went out of my head. But Mondale.
Yep, he's the other one.
That's my 2.
Yeah, they're my 2 right there.
That's my 2 right there.
That's where my giving it.
And I would give. Oh, that's the other one. And I would give if I were, because I don't have a lot of discretionary income. So the money that I do give away, I ain't giving to politicians. I'm giving to people like to buy gas or put heat in their house or something.
No, that's why I said those are the only. That's why I said.
But the other person was Elizabeth Warren. If you had like a national person, it'd be Elizabeth Warren. And my reason for it is because I can look at her track record from even when the cameras aren't on her to see where her motivations and her energy is. All these fly-by-night flash in the pan? Is that the expression?
Mickey, go into detail about that because we put 50 million questions on week. Look, I have no idea what the question is, and I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, yeah, she's just referencing how people will hear because it was the one I said where people can know you for years, but because they said or I heard, they'll turn on you. Meaning, it just takes a drop of gossip that goes against what you feel is right, and you'll turn against someone that you've known.
But don't you do that to them. Don't you ever do that to them. No.
Okay, I'm going to segue to something lighter, though, because...
Please do, because...
Theus did it again. I'm sorry.
Yep,
no,
sure did.
Hey,
that was me. That was me. That was...
Here's a funny thing about it. You did it and we contributed. So who's actually at
that was
fault?
You contributed. I'm sitting there like,
Who really is at fault? It ain't like we let Theus go and then we went, we feel bad. We jumped right the freak into it. So Sorry,
thank
folks.
y'all for attending my TED Talk.
But we ain't got but 15 more minutes because Tracy got to go to church tomorrow.
Oh, like y'all really care about that? Yeah.
Hey.
1 o'clock in the morning.
No, it ain't gonna be no 1 o'clock because I got to stuffed meatballs tomorrow, some sausage, and something and other dip, and sliders.
That's a lot of food.
That's a lot of food.
For the two of us, that's a lot of food.
That's a lot of food. For 2 people?
That's a lot of food in my house. I got 4 people up in here.
I'm not making a lot of meatballs. I think.
Sorry, man. Cook it up and watch the game. Have a good time.
You know what funny is? I bet I even say that's not a lot of meatballs because I actually have no idea how many meatballs I'm doing.
You make yours by hand, right?
Yeah.
No, you just buy them.
No.
Yes. Hope sit there, gonna sit there. Look at here. Does this face look like the face of a person that knows how to cook? No, it does not.
But meatballs, when you buy them,
I can literally go online. I can
texture.
literally walk you through making freaking meatballs. It's mixing
And I
the
could
meat,
go
it's
right.
rolling in a ball, it's frying it, and we're done.
But I could go to the store, buy them already made, and I don't have to take all
But
that.
they don't taste as good.
Yeah, well.
And you know what's funny, Marlon? I used to make meatballs where I would, roll them in the ball and then put them in the skillet and cook them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I learned that you can roll them in a ball, put them in some hot boiling water for like a few seconds, and then cook them. Then they don't fall apart.
I'm stuffing
that changed
mine.
everything.
I'm stuffing mine though. I don't know if that would work.
See, I don't know.
Yeah, if I ever cook, it's got to be a special occasion. I'm like, is it Christmas? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tracy cooked for you. Apparently, that means she loved you.
Yeah, and you better eat what I put on the plate.
That one night stand must be really full now.
It's got the little Bible in it.
Yeah. Yes.
Bigger Bible, but because my eyes, they ain't what they used to be.
I love how innocent you are.
I know. I'm taking y'all at face value, and I know exactly what y'all mean, but I'm not gonna lower myself. See, I'm not gonna do that.
You're not gonna lower yourself to our standards.
See, I'm not gonna do that.
Very good. I said
that's good.
What the moral of this show? The morals of this show. I said it.
I tell you, you're the best part of us.
Meanwhile, they're cackling and having private conversations that apparently I don't know nothing about, but that's okay.
Oh, what? When we're talking about what?
What?
No.
Don't taste
robbers?
as good as the cost. That cost a lot more. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
They taste pretty good to me. I'm like,
texture ain't right.
Tomato sauce
tastes good because you pop them in an oven. That's it.
I'm sitting there trying to think, what's the bad side of this?
Them little meatballs that had the artificial scars across it.
Oh yeah.
I was like, come on, man, for real.
But hey, that's. I mean, I've seen those used a lot, like at banquets and stuff. But it's just the
Yep,
the
office party pitching. Those are perfect. You got that office party pitching, and you like, oh, what man?
I'm not eating potluck.
Oh my God.
I'm old school Southern black. I ain't eating no potluck.
We not only will I never eat potluck again, do you know in corporate society they actually stopped doing it?
Oh,
everything's catered now.
They actually have canceled.
Is it because of food allergies?
They literally just stopped people doing potluck. It's not a rule. It's not. It was a
we tired of y'all cats crawling across the dang on stove and getting cat hair in the food.
Well, I thought it'd probably be because so many people have food allergies now.
That's planes that they don't serve peanuts anymore on planes.
No, I mean just period. Because like if you, like my kids are one is in elementary school now, but you better not bring nothing up in there that doesn't have a label with the ingredients on it.
Oh yeah, your little packed lunch thing that you used to do when you was a kid. Yeah, that's gone.
Yeah, if you want to pack your lunch, that's fine, but you can't share with nobody.
Nope.
But if you're having like a class party, ain't
Everybody-
no
Subway
homemade
sub.
nothing. You better you better come with a sticker. So
Yeah, those little cards that you complain about costing too much. It's the safest route you've ever taken during Valentine's Day, Christmas.
yep.
What am I missing? Day, Christmas,
4th of July, Easter.
Easter.
Right.
Don't give me no card.
Oh man, that means Easter's almost here.
Yeah.
Hey, is Mother's Day is before Easter, isn't it? No, it's after.
After Mother's Day is always in June, and
And
Father's
Easter's
Day
like is March or April, depending
March
on
or
when it
April,
falls.
depending on what the Greeks
Whichever they
do.
decide this year. I don't.
Man, so I gotta go to church like at least 2 times this year.
Well, see, it's that whole 2 times that'll kill you.
It might. It's COVID.
Hence the person that goes every week. But hey, whatever.
My church is online, so
Ours is too.
I'm not. Tracy, you can look it down on me all you want. I'm not walking into no.
I'm not looking down on nobody for not wanting to walk into a
Mm-mm.
building.
Hey,
They are now. There are some schools that are now allowing students to go with no mask on.
yeah, that's
Let's
happening.
make this perfectly clear. The one story that you have not read ever, and you can't find it because it's only for the 10th page on Google. The one group of people who never complain about wearing a mask are kids.
So kids, they adjust to almost anything.
Yeah.
It's always parents pushing their belief onto the kid. Just
And here's the funny thing about it, because they started saying with, aren't you sick and tired of wearing the mask?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's all I need to know. No, it's not a but. It's not a but.
Man, my
They were going to
kids.
say, yeah, but I don't want to die, Ma, so I will wear the mask.
My kids. Now, first of all, humble brag. My kids are just amazing. They just are. But
Yeah,
I be
that's
like-
it, Mickey. Oh, sorry.
I be
Please.
like, man, will y'all take your mask
Mother's Day
off?
is
You're in the
May,
house.
Father's Day is in June. Okay.
But
Yeah,
then,
cause see, I don't sell since my parents
No,
are gone.
I-
I'm like,
I'm not
well,
getting that
whatever,
for
whichever
kids.
one is whichever. Thank you, Susan. I don't need to know nobody's business. That's right. Thank you.
Tracy, you know what? You have come so close to me in such a short period of time. I don't want those two words in a sentence ever again. Tracy and sex. I don't want to read it. I don't want to
I'm not
imagine
gonna
it.
talk about it.
hey, didn't you say there was another video?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, then you. Yeah, this is like, shut
Actually,
up
we
talking
got
about
two.
Tracy. Let's
And
go.
I'm not even going to take anybody down because I'm at the 3-hour mark. I'm out. Doggone it. Ain't what I meant to do. This is what I meant to do. For the people that brought you the IKEA, great idea of the IKEA dinner for Black people, and the people who thought it was a great idea to have Hip Hop Month, here's a video for you.
So I keep seeing the hashtag BHM, which of course stands for Black Honeys Matter. So to all my Black Honeys out there, what's that? Black History Month, right? Black History Month, of course, very important. So, to all my Black honeys and my friend, what's that? Stop while I'm ahead. Okay, what's that? I'm not ahead. When is White History? What's that? Shut the fuck up.
I learned way too much about that man's porn history.
Yeah, I was gonna say, really, dude? You gonna just throw it out there like that. I don't
He,
know.
he does he does videos like he's great at that. What you say? He's really good at that. He has several videos out there like that. But yeah, that's the IKEA thought mentality that you read, but you don't research.
Well, the thing that gets me on it is, and he was making. I like the point he's making because he wasn't talking to us anyway. In a way, he was kind of in a way, but anyway. But it's like, stop giving folks the benefit of the doubt like they just don't know any better. It's like if you are dealing with indigenous people's awareness, like for like if it's their month or the Latino month or it's Black History Month, it's not a huge leap to say that when you're planning for that month, you need to have representatives of that community involved. I mean, just saying. Just saying. Because they keep having like Black History Month events, and you could tell there was not a Black person involved unless they brought Tim Scott. Sorry. Go ahead, Tracy. I'm sorry.
Kind of forgot my point. Oh, Mickey, I got distracted by Mickey's question. So I'll wait for you, Marlon, since this is your show. You can tell her.
The IKEA thing was that at one point during the whole "Hey, I'm going to be really nice to Black people" movement, IKEA decided that they was going to have a Black menu. On their Black menu, they started off with fried chicken, watermelon, collard greens, cornbread, and we off the bat already generated in our head was that you did not speak to one Black person when you came up with this menu. You formulated what you assumed is what Black people eat.
Or they went and got that one Black guy or girl who doesn't have any Black friends. Like, see, a lot of white people have their one Black friend, and that's cool. At least you have one. But when your Black friend doesn't have any Black friends, you might be dealing with a Candace Owens,
which is fine by them. Because as long as they can say, I'm not racist, I got this one Black friend.
Well, that's for the ones that are like that. But there are well-intentioned white people who simply there's not a lot of Black people in their general vicinity because we're there's not that many of us. Okay, we're just clustered together. But I'm just saying, if your Black friend doesn't have any Black friends, they're probably not the best representative of what you should do on a mass level. And anyway, just to be safe, if anybody out there, whoever hears this, is responsible for something like this, if you have any other department, choose one of those. Don't do the food. Don't do the food. IKEA set up a part on the floor where it's designers from various communities around the world. Do something like that.
Let's go a little further, Theas. And I hate to say this for my even in your right situation. When you put any menu together, take ethnicity out of it. Don't do it.
But see, this is where it gets tricky, Marlon.
Yeah, but that's tricky because I'm tricky.
Because most cultures, or every culture, is partially defined by its food and its music. And when you think of the Latin cultures, and there's so many of them, but we boil them down like it's only like Mexican or something. But you start thinking tacos and burritos and enchiladas and empanadas and stuff like that. But I've not had anyone tell me that they find that to be offensive. It is offensive for us because it was used as dehumanizing attacks against us, like the watermelon and all that stuff was used to demean us, which is why it's offensive.
And Black History lesson for today, and then we're gonna move on. Cause
don't put
because I'm winding down.
raisins in the potato salad.
Please stop doing that.
That's just.
Please stop.
There's nobody that does that.
And don't put fruit in the mac and cheese.
Or Brussels sprouts or carrots.
I know y'all have seen the blueberry mac and cheese. It's
Unfortunately, I saw that garbage
It's
in
a
a
real
movie.
It's a
Yeah,
real
somebody put some blueberries in some macaroni and cheese. Like, what? Why would you do that?
The worst thing I had was somebody actually put cheese in potato salad.
What?
Shredded cheese.
Oh no. Oh no, no.
As much as I don't know how to cook, even I know that's a bad idea.
We went to I can hide this as quick as I can because it was 20 years ago, probably at this time, and 2, we never went back to that function ever again.
No.
They provided the food, and one of the foods was
not macaroni salad that you would put cheese
on
it.
Potato salad.
Why would you put cheese on macaroni salad?
I've had.
Oh, you mean like a salad, macaroni?
Yeah, like macaroni salad. You put a little bit of cheese on
I
it.
thought you were talking about that weird mayonnaise concoction
potato
that they try to
salad
give you.
and topped it with shredded cheese.
But the blueberry and macaroni cheese, that's blasphemous. Broccoli,
Well, now it's a casserole.
No,
that's
Nikki,
a casserole,
I mean,
though.
Susan, no. Mac and cheese is.
But what about bacon and macaroni and cheese?
Why?
I'm just asking. Bacon.
I'm not saying that nobody would do it because people put bacon in anything.
Mafia.
Don't put
bacon.
Every
Makes
food that we
everything
have right
just
now
be
is absolutely positively perfect the way it is. You could tweak the ingredients that you put in it, aka the seasoning. Stop adding things. Mac and cheese is mac and cheese. Potato salad is a potato salad.
I mean, mac and cheese literally is giving you what's in it.
Yep, it's telling you exactly what it's in.
But I mean, you start adding other stuff, it just becomes
Sorry.
I can't listen. Sorry, my stomach can't handle it.
I'm sorry, Anna. I'm sorry. We're gonna move on to the last video. I'm sorry because this is that was disgusting. I'm not even gonna take everybody down because this is so quick. I just like to do this just because it was funny to me.
What's going on?
You know, that's not funny to me at all.
That is crap to me.
Her getting flour all in her eyes.
It's fake. It's fake.
I'm hoping
she
so.
got it in her mouth.
I know she got to swallow all
That's
that.
my point. That's what made me say it's fake because ain't nobody gonna turn around with your mouth wide open.
You would.
It's fake.
But she had a lot.
That's a lot of flour in that bowl.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how I would react. One, I'm not that scary, but I'm not saying I can't be scared. So I don't know how I would react. It would probably be my last day on the job.
It depends. If I had just got my hair done like today and I got some flour, I'm punching somebody. Somebody getting punched. Period.
I probably would. I don't know that I would. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm resorting to violence.
I honestly don't know.
I'm not going to resort to violence
because it was a bad prank.
Power in my face.
It was a bad prank. I'll be mad. Like I ain't finishing my shift, but
I'm resorting.
I don't think I'd actually lay hands, unless the person who did it was someone like I had real animosity with, and then I might flash.
But if I'm sitting there faking them, first of all, if I'm gonna fake a prank like she did. It's gonna be on one of my bad hair days where I know, okay, I'm gonna wash my hair this day.
Oh, I'm taking it from the angle of this not fake. Like They
Oh, it was an
legit
accident.
scared.
Oh yeah, I'm fighting. Yep. I'm fighting, irregardless. Yep, irregardless.
Yeah, I would.
You done messed my hair up. You didn't mess my hair up.
Tracy, you just hit one of my triggers.
What?
Irregardless.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's in Webster's now.
They put the word in Webster.
Yeah, because people use
That
it
wasn't
now.
a word.
No.
Oh,
It's
I've been
regardless.
using it my whole life. I'm like, irregardless.
That's why it's become a real word now.
And I'm 48. I'm like, what? Irregardless.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it got added.
I really think at this point in time, Webster done gave up.
Kind of like the CDC. Like, y'all ain't gonna listen no way. Just do what you're gonna do.
Or tell them opposite. Yeah, don't wear a mask. Okay, let me go put a mask on because they said we're not gonna wear one.
I wonder if anybody at the CDC said the same thing we've been saying. I don't want you to die, but
Oh well, it's on you, bruh.
that's on you, bro.
Yep, it's in there, man.
I'm sitting here thinking that was an actual word.
Yep, it's a non-standard word, but it means regardless.
Regardless means regardless.
Irregardless means regardless.
Regardless means regardless.
The the English language is a flexible thing, my brother.
Regardless, for decades, meant regardless.
You know, irregardless of what you're saying.
It's a word. I've been using it my whole life. I'm like sitting there thinking, oh yeah, that's right there. Just like ain't. It's a word.
Yep.
So I should have said regardless, but I'm still gonna say irregardless because now I know it's Marlon's trigger. That and mayonnaise, but
Oh hell, I'm finna play the damn song now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-conforming individuals, that is our show for tonight. Mr. Theus Robinson, where can they find you?
I'm on a little brief hiatus at the moment, but you can always find me at complexsimpleman.com.
Tracy Carson.
TracyMediaLLC.com.
And you can find Saturday Night Vibes and Radical Truth to Power every Saturday and Sunday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Except for tomorrow. Mafia, chill out tomorrow. Go out with the one you love. Read a book. Go walk around. Do whatever. I know as sad as it is that I'm saying this, but whatever the issues is, it will be there. It will be. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. The issues are not going anywhere, but I need you everywhere. Chill out. See, he just can't even stay awake. He's so stressed out. He's so stressed out he can't even stay awake. He's yawning. That's what I mean. So tomorrow there is no show tomorrow. We will be back next, and giving you a fair warning that next week's show is going to be right back on to this is Radical Truth to Power. We'll be right back on to voter suppression. We'll be right back on to the we're gonna be talking about Ethan Campbell and that situation because that really just
Ethan. Who?
Ethan.
You mean Crawley?
Ethan Crumpley.
Crumply, yeah. I said Crawley.
Oh,
They
I thought you were trying to talk about the young man who got shot at
and
deliver a package.
The person,
but by next week we'll have somebody else who got shot. So
we'll be discussing that all next week. But that's next week. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a hiatus, and we're gonna get our minds right. We're gonna get our focus right, so we can work together to destroy this demon that's been for the longest time trying to destroy us. Always keep in mind, they will never threaten something they're not threatened by. So we're gonna keep fighting. I need you at 110%. And if you're not at 100%, fine. Give me your 6%. Give me Jordan's. But either way, the point of the matter is, I do need you. We need you. So, any final words? Night of all. This discussion serious and funny. Thank you,
Have a good sleep, Mickey.
Have a good night.
Good night,
Good night,
everyone.
Susan.
Everybody, have a good one, Susan. Also, talk about the Aubrey murder copycat. Yeah. So until next time, we will see you. Get this information up. We will see you when we see you. Peace.